everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Journey at the End. If you watched the last episode, which you should, we were playing a little bit of the new D&D game that I'm running. My name is Nifty. I'm going to be your DM today. I'm the guy in charge. Next to me, in 1,000 miles away, it's Luna Mentz, or Zach. Zach is going to be playing who?
Ayer.
Ayer, the Aasimar Hexblade Warlock, I believe.
Yes.
Then we have, over again to my right, we have Drosk, Ben, who is playing Drosk.
Yes, hi.
Yes, the rogue half-orc.
Yeah. Yes,
Dashing fellow.
Definitely dashing.
Very handsome. Can't do a backflip for shit, though.
I can do a backflip.
Yeah,
I didn't fail that roll.
Do a backflip.
I can do a backflip. Don't...
Yeah, but Quint's been backflipping since last episode.
I've been backflipping since I was born.
He's
Some
just
say
in the
I
air
flipped out of the
rotating
womb.
backwards violently. Speaking of, we have Connar, who is playing Quint, the Barbarian Paladin.
Half-orc.
Half-orc as well.
Yes, I am, and I'm trying to do a deep... God, burp. Irish accent. Jeez, shit.
A deep Irish accent. That's not even Irish.
Irish accent is what I'm trying to do.
And of course, today, who's going to be doing a recap for us? Athena, who's going to be playing as Serena today, I believe. The life cleric human. Is that right?
Yep.
Say hi.
Hey.
And of course, all of you and our editor Danny, who we love, who's in charge of recording this. I just want to say thank you very much for giving us your time today, Daniel. We love you very much. You're our best friend. Danny, put a picture of yourself on screen, except make the picture just the word Danny. Okay. Piff, Athena, sorry. What did we do last time?
So, last time we awoke within the Corpse Colossus, and we were in this giant field full of flowers. It was perpetually daylight. That never changed for as long as we were there. And we all decided to try and find a way out. As we were wandering, trying to find the way out, we discovered that the nature of this floor was absolutely rank, and that detect magic revealed an eldritch malevolent energy, which we all thought was weird. While we were there, we found a goat man who started to follow us. He told us about a door that was big, round, and covered in flowers in the opposite direction of us. So we started walking that way, and he kind of wandered along with us, and we talked for a bit. We never found out his name, but we found out he speaks to people in the Colossus often. We think he might be native to it. He's a salesman who gains power for money, and his favorite food is pine needles. It's the most important thing we found out about him.
Yeah, that's right. That could be used as a bribe for later.
But we ended up running into this group of spiders, which at that point the goat man ran off because he didn't want to be in the combat with us. But we ended up fighting these spiders. We all kind of got beaten up a bit more than we should have. Serena did her best to keep everybody alive. Everybody else was on the offensive hardcore. And honestly, we somehow got out. It was fun times. Fun times almost dying.
GG easy.
But after that, we all ended up going back to the clearing and we took a nap. That was the first thing we did, was we took a nap. It was still daylight, but we took a nap.
Didn't I do a divine sense and then force him to be taking nap?
Yeah, you were forcibly taken into a nap. Everybody else voluntarily took a nap.
Yeah. KO'd brutally.
Yeah. But that happened, and when we woke up, Serena figured out that the door that they were looking for was, in fact, below them. So they all started digging, and they found a door that opened up into, like, this hole with a light at the bottom.
Yep,
and
the whole clearing was the door.
And when we jumped into it, we kind of fell up, which was strange. And we all jumped holding hands, because we're gay like that. And when we landed in this cave, the first thing we saw was this person. We don't know who they are or what they are, but this person looked at us and said, "What are you, all dating or something?" And that's where we left off.
Absolutely correct, Piff. Thank you very much for the very kind recap. Of course, we wouldn't have to do these recaps if you guys just watched the episode. It's great. It's a good episode. It was a very fun episode. We nearly finally got rid of Connar, but there's always this episode, guys. So,
There's always this episode.
we'll give it a try. Okay. So again, you all fall. You're definitely falling down, but it feels like you're rising as opposed to actually falling. Again, a very peculiar thing for yourselves to be feeling, and you've appeared again in this very sort of dimly lit, torch-lit cavern. Lots of different holes. A very small, round, very fluffy creature stands in front of you, sort of like this red, auburny, kind of brownish hair. It's got a big yellow teardrop-shaped nose and these big furrowed eyebrows, large sort of round lips, little kind of like antenna-looking thing popping off, and big round yellow eyes. This is a bugbear. It's a very little bugbear, but it's there. It's wide, it's stocky, and it's holding a pickaxe. And it has very dirty overalls. Only one of the straps is on. It's sort of covered in muck and grime. It's like, what's happening?
I'm not a goblin. I'm not a goblin.
I'm not a goblin. I'm not a gnome. I'm a nugbear.
I'm a number bear.
Gnub. But in front of you is a little bugbear. Based on none of your knowledge, because you wouldn't have seen a bugbear before, actually. Even you, Drosk.
All right.
Well, since we're at an impasse.
Yes, we are. Jade, we are all together. Quint says out loud.
Yes.
Well, you're the one who asked.
Serena just kind of is blinking and slowly dropping the hands next to her and folding them in front of her.
Ayer's kind of just started, gotten a hair over her left shoulder and started playing with it, just awkwardly, just like, I don't know how to handle this.
I'd like to get up. I want to ask, like, are we like laying on the ground? Are we like laying on the ground or something, or are we all still standing? I never caught that.
Nifty muted.
Oh no.
That's helpful.
You all still standing up, holding hands. Sorry, I was talking. There was some noises going on in the background. My apologies, everyone. You're sort of standing there. You're holding all hands, sort of across. This very small sort of bugbear, sort of looking up at you. You've literally just. There wasn't even like weight behind your fall. It doesn't feel like there was gravity. You just sort of landed. You're fine. But you fell a pretty long way upwards. But you're standing up. You're still holding hands, as far as I know.
Ayer's already playing with her hair over her left shoulder.
So
Just like,
Serena
I
let
don't know how
go.
to handle this.
Serena let go of the hands and has just kind of folded her own hands in front of her.
I forgot whose hands I grabbed.
I don't think we established.
No, I know. I remember. We all said we grabbed a certain person.
I
did establish.
I was holding hands with Serena and Drosk, and Drosk was holding hands with and then Ayer was holding hands with Drosk and Serena. Completing the loop.
So like let's see.
It doesn't matter. That's the thing.
So point. So let me.
Hands at this point.
I don't know. Like I want.
Ben, is there a reason this is important to you? Or...
No, I'm just like picturing it in my head.
Radio.
So I want to ask the bugbear. Where are we?
The cave, obviously.
The caves.
Yes. Where are the caves?
I don't know. Is the caves? Been here as long as I've been here.
where exactly compared to Colossus? Where would we be? Like the small or large intestine?
What Colossus? What's a Colossus? What are you talking about? Are you a salesman?
Nope.
No, but we met one.
No.
He didn't give you anything shady, did he?
No.
Not that I'm
What kind
aware
of
of.
salesmen do you usually encounter?
All the salesmen, they're greedy. They always come in here for stock and then they sell it back to us, the bastards.
Not to be rude. What is your name?
Grimp.
Hello, Grimp.
Yeah, right. Where'd you come from?
Outside of the Colossus.
What Colossus? Where? He looks up.
Grimp.
Oh right. Thinking. Outside. Cave.
There's no outside the cave, mate.
Elaborate, please.
We've been digging in this here cave for 500 years. Not a single person has seen the sunlight. You know, the big fireball that's supposed to sit in the nothing spot
So-
that's blue.
How has he know about the sunlight if he's been in the caves?
Why don't you ask him, Ben, before you start calling me out?
No.
Huh?
I mean,
No,
I'm
ask him.
basically saying,
See what happens.
How do you know about the sun if you've only been in the caves?
Oh, well, the sun's a very old story. You see, there was the very first of my people came. We don't know where they came from or how they got in, but they were in the caves. They were never able to find their way out, so they made a kingdom. They used to talk about this thing called the sun, the sky.
Caves has a
We've just
kingdom.
hear stories all about it.
Do you believe those stories?
I have to. What else is there? Other than rocks and rubble.
Cheers to that.
Well, we came from the outside, actually. We have seen the sun.
There's a lot like you, yeah. I'll probably die before you get out. Yeah.
Hey, Nifty.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I do a perception check as I look around?
Yeah, you may.
20.
You sort of... You don't see anything. It's too dark to see anything. But you hear... the sound of metal hitting rock. All around you. Very, very light little... Ding, 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 ding. From all over the place.
All right. Continue.
Yeah, so, well, I guess you work here now. Well, that's nice. Go pick up a pickaxe and, start digging.
Huh.
I don't know how to process that.
Yeah, same.
Are there
Well,
any
I mean, if you came from the outside, you're never getting out. Half the people we got here, we haven't even found their bodies yet.
Half the people who got you haven't even found the bodies yet.
Yeah. Some of them are dead. I mean, we found some, obviously, but some have just gone completely missing. We assume the Gragoraks got it.
A Gragorak.
Yep. Or Gragoraks, plural. There's several of them.
I'm aware of that kind of terminology, but what are they?
How do you
Oh.
spell that?
Garg.
Mm-hmm.
Eraks. Or K. Just K. S is the plural.
You know, I think. Yeah. How do I? Yeah, like spell that one more time for me.
GRA. Athena will send it to you by DM. So we'll continue this.
Okay. Yeah, please send it to me.
I will.
The Gregorak is yeah. Sorry, what was the question, lady? Face and whatnot.
What are they exactly?
Oh yeah, you're from the outside. You know what a Gregorak is. A Gregorak is as big, slimy, ain't got no bones, weird long eyeballs, full of teeth.
The eyeballs are full of teeth?
No, the mouth is the body's underbelly is full of teeth. Tiny little serrated ones. Shreds through rock like nothing.
Okay.
The teeth can specifically see your thoughts and psychic energies.
Oh, that's...
And they can slip through practically anything. Doesn't matter how big or small the hole is, they'll right through. They leave their horrible psychedelic muci around everywhere. You know, slug snot.
All right. The teeth can read thoughts. Has anyone... How do you know it's their teeth?
It's not their teeth, they're their eyeballs that stick out. They specifically see the psychic thought energy instead of actual, seeing things. Which basically means so long as you're alive and thinking, they'll find you.
So, okay, was it just me?
For gameplay mechanics, Ben, for gameplay mechanics, it means that they have true sight.
Oh, I get that. I was just gonna say, did anyone else hear teeth can read thoughts?
I did too.
Yep. I definitely heard that.
Teeth, can read thoughts.
No, just like their teeth can read thoughts.
Sure. Yeah, fuck it.
They're full of
Can
teeth.
read thoughts now.
teeth.
Whatever. Your teeth can't do that, pussies.
Shit.
Everyone's teeth can read thoughts.
Yeah, exactly. Read thoughts.
I might be down a couple. I had a couple cavities.
Anyway, the amount of teeth you have is the equivalent brain capacity you have.
Oh no! No wonder
Every
I'm so
cavity.
stupid.
Can I have a look around?
You want to roll perception?
Yes.
Roll perception.
Can I assist?
16.
Get advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He's helping you.
That's an unnatural one, so
16.
that's a 16.
You hear the same stuff Serena does, but you have dark vision, I believe.
I have the thing that lets it see through any kind of darkness. The invocation. That's it.
So you have dark vision.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, so you can see hairy shapes in the distance mining, as well as hearing the sounds associated with it.
I kind of want to ask, hey buddy, do you know where we could find, you said there were others like us that saw the outside world? Where do they usually hang out?
Oh, dead or gone.
Oh, they're all gone.
Ah,
Nice.
so the graveyard.
I mean, I could take you to the cemetery. It's just a little cave in sort of left and then north. I think that's north. There's lots of magnetic pools around here, so it's really weird for our compasses. So we just say this way, that way. It's easier.
Oh.
Yeah, I can take you to it. It's just it's not really a graveyard. It's just over 938 people died in a cave-in, so we call it the graveyard. It was
All right.
That is a very
Do you
specific
have
number.
a place that you rest? Or like a town or something like that?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah, of course we have a place that we rest. It's stupid or something. We sleep right here in the walls.
In the walls.
Yeah.
I think I could do that.
You know, I've never slept
He
in
looks
a
up at you. And he goes, I don't know if you can. You have to dig a very big hole.
Quint starts digging.
He's making his bed already.
Yep.
You can't. You don't have a pickaxe or a shovel or anything. It's
Can I use my hammer?
You use the hammer, it just hits. It's literally just like tiny little, but that's it. There's no real headway. Like this rock is very tough. If anything, you're gonna need something to pierce it and then scrape it out.
I'm gonna borrow pickaxe.
You can get your own. All right, I spent good money on this pickaxe.
Oh, so we have to spend money to get our equipment.
Buy our own pickaxe.
You have to buy your own pickaxe at the shop.
Which way is the shop? Oh, don't. I'm sorry, I know it's a touchy subject, but
the salesman.
Right.
He's bought all the pickaxes again, or stole them, and he's selling them back to us. You're gonna have to find him.
Okay, so you don't know where he is.
We have a general idea. He can't go anywhere where there isn't a hole. So if you just walk around, you'll see one of them. When they aren't killing anyone or stealing, they're running about, selling things.
All right. Well, should we be going, everybody?
Yep, let's go.
All right. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, sure. If you're looking for the main collective, that tunnel there, and he points sort of behind you upward.
All right. Do we go that way, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can see. Serena, it's very dark. You can't see it.
Can I use my light cantrip on my sword to create light?
When suddenly, Serena, you see a very pale, brilliant sort of blue light sort of spin out and coalesced. It's sort of a dusty glow, it's looking like no other night, like moonbeams sort of coming out, little dust particles sort of floating and flittering in the air, coming off of Ayer's sort of weird broken shaft for her sword.
Cool. Serena kind of smiles over at Ayer and says thank you.
No problem.
Boom, 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 boom. You climb up. You start climbing up the vent. There's a couple other ways. Is there anything you guys want to do? You have quite a bit of time.
So salesmen can be found wherever there are holes, right?
You're in one right now, wherever there's tunnels, caves, holes. As far as you're aware, these people have never seen the surface. They don't have a large colony. They have what they call the collective, which is from what you are able to discern, just where the main bulk of all these creatures live. The rest of them seem to just sleep whenever they're tired, eat whenever they're hungry, and just dig forever.
Do you have a rough idea of what they eat around here?
You don't know. You haven't seen anyone eat yet. You
Are
passed
there
a couple...
any creatures on the ground?
No, nothing dead, nothing alive, no metal, no coal. There doesn't seem to be anything of value out of these rocks. There's like piles of rubble and loose rocks all over the place, but there isn't anything valuable. There only seems to be people, like even the bugbears. Some of them are wearing leathers, and some of them are wearing just metal plating over their body. Some of them have wood. Just any sort of form of clothing made of whatever they can make. Some are rocks, some aren't. All of them, from what you've seen, seem to be bugbears. So as far as you can tell, there's no waste, no eating currently. Bugbears of all different shapes and sizes. Some are more of a dark purple, some are black, some are grey, some are deep brown, others have red hair, orange hair. It's just a plethora of different ones. Some are like a dirty, sandy blonde. All of them all wearing different various outfits. Some are huge, some are little, some are medium, some are about as big as Serena, some are smaller than Serena, some are 2 times bigger than Quint and are the size of ogres and are lumbering and massive as they sort of come over you, different nose shapes, head shapes, little different sort of antenna, but the same large, big yellow eyes darting around in the darkness. Big teeth spilling out from the bottom lip, top lip. Some yawning, their mouths bigger than half their chest. It's a real strange sight of you to see. You have never seen these creatures before. Collective of these goblinoids. As you sort of make your way up this very dark tunnel, little spots of red, orangey light coming in from different other tunnels where they've managed to light something, but most of it completely dark. Some bugbears have like 9 lanterns on their body, and their entire job is to light things up. Some don't. Some work in complete darkness.
Oh gosh, it would be a terrible time to have claustrophobia right now.
And you're all making your way up. I'm going to give this opportunity for you guys to do whatever you want to do. So go ahead.
Drosk. Well, Drosk is just taking note of the surroundings. While we're making our way up, not really. Just more like scanning. Not really looking out for anything in particular. Really.
Sweet. Anyone else?
Serena's currently just trying not to trip.
Serena, you okay? You good?
Yes, it's just very dark.
Debated.
I mean, I can carry you if you need be.
You wouldn't mind that?
Not at all. You're like what, 90 pounds?
She does laugh at that.
Up you go.
You fool.
Correct. You fool. I'm 312 pounds.
Break Quint's spine.
Fucking Quint's spine concaves on itself.
Serena takes off her robe.
His spine goes through with his pelvis.
Serena is fucking jacked.
Oh my god, no, your spine collapses in on itself like a telescope.
Yes.
Serena flexes one muscle, there's another cave in from the air pressure. Roll new characters. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen Serena's sheet, but it is plus 40 strength.
Plus 4 strength. No,
for the record. 40. For the record, it's actually 0.
God.
I know, I'm fucking around. All right.
Yeah. Serena's baby.
Let's think. Right.
Wait, so do you want to sit on the shoulder, or do you Princess Carrie? What's it going to be?
Whatever is comfiest for you.
We'll do Princess Carrie.
All right then. And she's now being carried.
Yep. You're now in Quint's inventory.
Serena.
Quint wants to be Oglug so bad, you guys.
Why do all my characters keep getting picked up?
You make them so small and pick upable.
Small.
Yeah.
So,
like, the real question here, Athena, is why are they so fun to lift?
I don't know. Because they're baby, because I'm baby? My best guess.
So,
it's true, you are very baby. Alright.
Does anyone got an idea what the next step should be? Because
honestly, I'm just following you at this point. I got no idea.
Well, knowing what we know so far, we only know that these people came in here about some 500 years ago, and basically there's a type of creature running around, a Garagarak, which is
Creature, which is a
type of psychic creature, no bones, slimy, and can shred rock easily. So
they're also big.
Also big.
So we just gotta.
So you gotta be prepared for any ambushes.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that. Yes,
there's
plan for any ambushes.
Watch our backs too.
I don't want to declare a pattern out floor 2, but definitely seems like there's a fight per floor, don't you think? Maybe
maybe you're just overthinking it.
I'm not gonna say I wouldn't have. I would have expected it differently. I would have expected a fight every floor.
I mean, it's the Corpse Colossus. If it was
easy, everyone would have made it to the top by now.
Yeah, I mean,
here's the thing.
One.
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, because I think you're saying what I'm thinking.
I'm probably not. One of my biggest questions is like, if there are so many people who died along here, then what about the ones who got out?
Or are you saying that
to say they did
I'm saying to say they did get out. Personally, I think the Gragorak might be the key here, but that's just me.
It's could be a possibility. We didn't find anything last time until we fought those spiders.
Well,
I don't know if that's
to be
us being dumb,
we
or
did walked into that one actually, considering
we did
were
walk
at the starting to it.
At the start end, yes. But everyone took a look around at it, right? There was nothing of note.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Yeah.
No, not that I didn't check, but I mean, we could always head back if that's even possible. We've been going. Have we been, GM? Have we been going straight the entire time?
You're going straight, and there are noises in the distance that are getting louder.
Are we going upwards? Like, are we going
at like a very steady, slight incline. It's a bit of a hill.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Uphill.
You're not climbing directly upwards, but you're going like kind of up straight.
Yeah, that's okay. So,
The tunnel that you're in is roughly about 30 feet by 30 feet. Pretty tall and pretty wide. But again, with some of the bugbears that you've seen, they're fucking massive. So,
oh god, I hate to be those guys.
They are like, this is to make them comfortable, to move around.
Serena just kind of pipes up and she's like, well, if you think that the Gragorak might be the key, then our best chance would probably be to go and get axes so we can dig and find it quicker. Because we're not going to find it quickly just by standing around.
Is there anything that would, at the moment, that would indicate there's been anything besides the individuals around us that are around?
Well, can you repeat the question? Sorry, asking me, or are you asking?
You.
Yeah, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I feel like that was a bit vague because I was tripping over myself. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Start again.
Is there anything besides like the bugbears any signs of anything else besides the bugbears around in the area right now that would give the impression there's anything else besides the bugbears? So.
You're currently in, if I had to describe how the tunnel was dug, for example, it looks like it's been chipped away. It looks dug in by man-made tools. The only things around here are bugbears. There's only a few pockets where things stink, but otherwise, largely, you're by yourself in this place with the bugbears. Everything here is dug by unnatural means, if that helps.
Is there any particular areas that they're avoiding?
Sorry?
That they're avoiding?
No. Every single tunnel that you've come across that's been dug by them, you can see a bugbear or two, or you can see bugbears every tunnel you look, basically.
Okay.
And where there isn't a bugbear, there's like a little lantern, meaning that one's going to come back there soon. It's just offloading some rocks or something.
Well, I'm gonna follow Serena's little bit of advice. The best thing we could probably do right now is to actually start digging. If we want to find a Grab, but I think it feels like we need more. It feels like we need to do a little more investigating to figure out where to go.
Or
Yeah.
as you sort of say that, you guys hear and see pretty big spot of light. You come out. It's kind of like some's blue and red, which mixes into this sort of little purpley weird hue, and you see a completely natural, massive cavern, and inside it, hundreds to thousands of bugbear. There are huts made of stone, dug into stalagmites and stalactites. There's like a little pool of blue fresh water with some algae growing off of it. There are these absolutely enormous green and blue caterpillars that they seem to be sort of herding in these big stone pens. Everything here seems to be stonework and sandstone and dirt and earth. Some wood, some is metal. There is big smokestacks with these metal pipes that sort of huff and spew out little bits of unclean air as it gets funneled away into a what you assume is a tunnel that no one inhabits anymore. And you sort of come across this alive subterranean city.
I wonder where that bad air goes.
As far as you're aware, it goes into a tunnel that they've dug out for the purposes of containing the bad air. Probably a tunnel that they have migrated from, so it's just tunnels upon tunnels upon tunnels. So there's plenty of it while they're here. They don't, like, every house here seems to be small enough to have a small family, or large enough to have a small family, but small enough to be picked up and disassembled and moved. Like, everything here looks like it was put here. None of it was built here. It was put there, if that makes any sense.
What?
You want to do?
I'm writing some notes down.
Yep.
Okay.
I guess we could ask around for the merchant.
Can I see now that we're here?
Perception check. You can see some. Some bits are a bit shadowy, some bits are bright. For the most part, it's all bright,
Yep.
like natural light.
I can give you
firelight.
an assist if you like.
Do I still need to do a perception check?
Yeah, but you would have.
Here, let me do the assist.
All right.
Actually,
Do you want
does it matter who does the assist?
What are you looking for, Peth?
I'm just trying to see if I can see and if there's anything that catches my eye.
Oh, you don't have
roll
dark vision.
perception.
Yeah, I was helping with the light cantrip.
Perception with advantage, please, Peth.
Yep.
Because someone's helping you.
13.
13. You sort of just look around. It seems just like a regular town. There's metal workers, there's stone workers, there's just people running around eating cattle. This seems to be the main hub where everyone who can't work lives. Everyone here is either making tools, old, or a child.
I asked one of the people, "How'd you get a cow down here?"
That's not a cow, mate. That's a caterpillar.
Yeah, no, they heard caterpillars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the big caterpillars, blue and green caterpillars.
Are
Okay.
the caterpillars native?
Well, they're not caterpillars, they're cattle-pillars.
Oh, that's because of the horns and the weird udders.
They don't have horns or weird udders. They're just big caterpillars. But we call them cattle-pillars because we heard them. Like, who are you? What's going on?
My name's Quint. I was
Right.
making assumptions.
You have eyes, and you can see that they are, in fact, big caterpillars and bear no cow traits. What's an udder, first of all? What is a cow?
Usually,
On the ground.
it's
I am really sorry for him.
It's imagine a caterpillar, but it has 4 legs instead of the many,
All right.
and it's got horns.
Right.
Just 2 pointy things on the top of its head. At least the male ones do, and the female ones don't. But they have these I think this thing that looks like a glove, and if you squeeze it, milk comes out.
What's a glove?
What's milk?
Like on my hand. It looks like a hand attached.
No. That's a metallic hand that protects your hand from getting scuffed up.
So I'll put it to you like this: it's a flesh hand that doesn't have any fur, and if you squeeze it, milk comes out of it.
Just a hand, and what's milk? Milk comes out of nipples.
Is Serena still
Yeah.
still in his
Yes.
arms?
Yeah.
Serena just sighs and she's just like, it's the cow's teeth. Just very softly. Just it's how they feed their young.
The teat. Yeah, I know what a teat is. I don't know what a magic glove that shoots milk is. Sounds like a stupid thing. Why are you looking for such a stupid animal?
I'm not
We're
looking for the
not.
stupid animal.
I'm so sorry for him.
I just tried my best here. I'm not very good at describing things.
Takes a bite out of a big blue orb, and it goes sort of deflates and goo spews out of it as he begins to chew. Do I know you?
Probably
No.
not. Would you be able to help us? We were told there's a merchant. Would you be able to point us in the right direction?
Fucking salesman. You're looking for a salesman. Gods forbid you would be. You'd probably just wander around the dead tunnels.
So they don't tend to walk around here then.
No, we're in the cavern next door. And even then, they might not be there. We get a new one every day. Hardly get to know the fuckers.
Thank you for your help, and sorry about my
Yeah,
friend
right.
here.
No problem. He picks up his pickaxe and shovel and sort of wanders back the tunnel you just came out of. What would you like?
Let's see. I'm gonna get it. I want to take a look at the lake. I want to see if I can get a drink of water.
Yeah, go ahead. It's about maybe 20 minutes from where you are. You guys are like standing up on a big slope that goes into the cavern. The cavern itself is pretty big. It's about as big as a city.
Yeah.
Or a very large town at the very least. Like it's sizable, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. No. I want to get some. Like I said, I want to get some water.
Are you going by yourself?
No, stick together.
Okay.
Guys, I want to get some water.
Yeah, no, it's
Sir.
been a while since we've had a drink.
Okay. Go. You walk through the town. There's all sorts of different places around. There's no pathways. Everything is all cobbled together very loosely, and again, everything looks like Quint, honestly, if you took a hammer to one of these things, it would topple in an instant. Like, these are not sturdy homes made for weather. They are homes built to be picked up and moved. And you are walking through the town. There is like low lights. There's grumbling of older and younger bugbears. There's a couple middle-aged ones to sort of young adults, sort of working in metalworking shops, building pickaxes or shaping stone. As you can hear the clanging of steel hitting steel, and them sort of working out. Some wrapping like these metal sheets together to make this kind of iron bowl, and they're cooking chunks of this sort of rubbery looking meat, this flesh sort of sticking on something. There's fuzz and wool sort of being spun on a loom as you sort of wander through the city, seeing all these different sights.
Quint's admiring it. Also trying to watch his step because he's, kind of a big, clumsy boy.
Is he still carrying Serena at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, what? How much does that add to my inventory? She ain't that heavy.
4 pounds.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you like to do? You guys are still going to the lake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No detours? Okie doke. You reach the lake.
Were there any places of interest?
None that I haven't already said. Metalworking place, food places.
Maybe,
places.
maybe like the cloaks and whatnot.
Shops.
But
if there were like some leather if there was a place I could get, maybe look at some studded leather, I'll consider going there afterwards.
No leather tanneries. Seems to be just silk and cloth.
Oh, metal. Okay. Besides, I'm broke. I guess I'm broke anyway. Yes, we'll keep moving. Let's get some water, and get some water and gather our thoughts again.
Yeah.
So you guys get to the lake. The lake is probably maybe about 60 to 70 feet. Approximately about 4 feet deep in the shallow end, and looking at it, you ballpark figure about 30 to 40 feet to 50 feet, sort of center of the lake. You've noticed, based on where the lake sits, it's been considerably drained by probably about a foot. And you see these pumps and several different old men and women and young adults, bugbears, walking in with big metal buckets, scooping water out and taking it to various places around the city. There's holes dug in the ground where they pour the water. This water is, by the way, crystal clear. It's gorgeous. There are very small little tadpole-looking things sort of swimming around in it. There's these algae sort of masses that kind of creep in from the sides and sort of sit floating atop the water with their roots kind of spiraling down. Little globules of faint light sort of at the bottom. You can see straight down to the bottom of it. And it's just beautiful. It's crystal clear, pure water.
Is there anything of note inside the lake?
No.
Other than the little creatures that live in it.
Yeah, just various like fauna.
You said there's pumps taking the water places, right?
Some are like a little pump. Well, it's like one of those manual pumps where you like push the thing down and it uses air to like pull the water out. It's usually for people who can't like reach in. The pipes go down pretty far.
Okay.
Into it. It's just mainly to prevent people having to get into the water, scoop up a bucket, and then carry it back out. It's mainly so they don't have to get into based on what you can see, this water is not renewable. It would seem that they drain it and then they move on to another cabin.
Okay. So it's drinking. Who drinking the cave water?
I am.
Bunky cave water. You gonna have a bit of cave water?
I'm gonna have the cave water. I'm one who wanted to come here.
Fill up your water skin.
All right, I got it.
You have pure fresh water in your water skin now.
Yep. Quint fills up
All
his.
of you do this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I put Serena down so they can put the water in their water skin.
Anything else?
And I guess Quint takes a swig with his gauntlet hand.
It's very refreshing. It's not ice cold, but it's cool. It's chilled.
Oh, that's good. That's some good.
You swallow a tadpole. That also tastes pretty alright.
This will have no repercussions later.
Near the very end, you get aliened.
Right near the end. I can't believe we've had this wonderful journey.
A surprisingly
frog pops out of my
xenomorph-looking
stomach.
frog crawls from your chest.
Well, that isn't new.
Yeah, it's just a lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this the beach episode?
This is a terrible beach.
This is an awful beach.
This isn't a beach. This is a cave pond.
Serena kind of pipes up, just, do you think one of these people would sell us access?
Well, you said that they were in the dead tunnels. The sales.
The sales.
Well, no, the dead tunnels where the smoke goes. The
yeah.
bugbear told you that there is a cavern that is adjacent that is not created by them. Like, they didn't dig the tunnel there. It's just a cavern that is linked.
Yeah, so...
And they live in that cavern. You have no other information about that cavern, though. You just know that there is one.
So, like, there's another natural cavern that holds the salesman.
Well, the salesmen are known to be, but even then there are holes and caves that they have disappeared into, and they seem to be nomadic in nature, and they just sort of show up and disappear as they please.
Well, I guess that's probably going to be our next stop. Was anyone else curious about the cemetery?
Probably not somewhere I'd like to go, and from what the sounds of it, it just sounds like a wall of rubble. That a bunch of people died.
You don't know if it'd be stable there.
Yeah. Best not risk it. All right. Back up you go, Serena.
Oh, okay.
Like, not even just not even like, oh, I guess I'm going back up again.
I feel like I've started a trend.
I'm just picking up my characters.
Pick up the lightest character in the party and carry them.
Who's the second lightest? Let's go. How many party members can quit?
How many characters am I capable of carrying? I'm just going to say, Connar.
Uglug carries the whole team on his back, so, like...
Well, I mean...
You know what, should we do
They
it?
put an annotation up for the Outcast song playlist. Watch Outcast song. That's a game Connar's running. It's very good.
It's very good.
Anyway, plugs aside. Continue, please.
So, the plan is to go to the adjacent cavern, then?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
Ow, I have something in my eye.
Oh, no. Lick it out with your enormous tongue.
Long anteater tongue.
What the fuck? Continue. Ignore me. Go.
Slurp that eyeball out, dude.
I forgot. I might kill y'all. Or just let y'all die.
I'm literally saying nothing here.
I'm just laughing.
Ben is
You
I'm just like,
can
what is even happening?
Well.
Alright, moving on.
Moving on.
You wish to go to the adjacent cavern.
Cavern time.
It's not hard to find. It's significantly darker and it's a huge tunnel. It's naturally formed. You can tell that based on the texture of the rock. Just from what you're able to see, it matches, and it doesn't match the holes that they dug. You walk in, it's very dark. I imagine, Ayer, you do your cantrip again?
Yes.
So you light up your cantrip. Everyone else you see with dark vision except Serena. Serena, you can see about however many feet trip of light allows for dim light.
Okay.
So you're walking in There are light.
20-foot
of-
radius and it's dim light for additional 20 feet, it says.
Okay, so about 40 feet you can see in front of you.
Okay.
So you can see in the distance little, like tiny little glowing purple and blue and yellow lights that sort of show up in little, I guess, packs, just sort of, and then drifts down quietly. Some things hum and glow and then die immediately. It seems like they're all just sort of like they start glowing for a few seconds and then they slowly stop. Like, you know, what's that called? Flashing on and off, but really slowly.
Pulsating?
Strobe?
Pulsing, yeah, they're pulsing.
Yeah,
The little pulses of light, each one uneven, seeming to be on its own timer. They don't ever come on for more than a few seconds. The rest of you, it's kind of fucking with your dark vision a little bit because there is light and then there's no light. So you guys can't really adjust. So you're having a difficult time seeing as well. You can still see a little bit better than Athena, than Serena, but you're having trouble.
My head is hurting.
What? Because I can...
For example, whenever there's light, everything else goes dark and dim around it. Whenever there's no light, everything begins to sort of grey out.
Would the fact that I can see through magical darkness mean anything or something like that?
None of this is magic. This is just regular.
Yeah, I know. I was just.
This is
asking 'cause
advanced
I see
darkness.
normally anyway.
This is just regular sort of darkness. Your eyes will still have to adjust to it. It's not magic in any. So that is a good note.
Assuming it was, but
yeah.
But, yeah.
My
Well, you never know. It's D&D. Anything's magic if you say it is. This is rude. It's magic.
real quick. I don't like suggesting it, especially since last time.
Oh, and by the way, the
passed
things that
out.
are pulsating are crystals. By the way,
Pulsating crystals.
yeah, they glow and then they stop. Pink, blue, yellow, green, sort of different plethoras of color. Nothing is like red or anything though. There's no red. It's mainly purple, blue, light blue, green, and yellow. These beautiful sort of pastel pinks and such.
So where can these usually be found throughout the caves?
Sorry?
The pulsating crystals could just be found throughout the caves?
All over the ceiling, all over the ground, sticking out of the rock. Most of it is rock. Some is just these little spores of light that sort of come out, like pinks and blues and greens, that sort of spew out of the cracks in the walls. But most of the light sources are crystals. There's big ledges. Everything around you is this sort of cavernous stalagmite, stalactite, sort of similar vibe. A lot of open floor. There is just light coming from these different areas unevenly, all over the place.
So
The whole
colors
cavern
are
isn't made of crystal. It's just they are out, jutting out.
the colors are
You
purple,
gather-
green, and blue,
Yeah, just different various colors.
but no red.
Well, yeah, no red, deep oranges, any of that kind of stuff.
Interesting. Hey, y'all.
Yes.
Y'all, didn't we see when we first came here? Didn't we see like a You notice how all these crystals are like more on like the bluish or greenish side of things? Wasn't that when we first came here? Wasn't there like a red crystal kind of showing, mixed with blue? I mean, that's still purple, but you get what I mean.
Oh, no, sorry, you might be confused. There is the blue natural light that sort of comes from the lake, and then the orangey red light of the firelight that the bugbears have sort of makes into a purple. This is the first time you've seen the crystals since coming here.
Okay. Anyway. Oh yes, Quint, you want to do something?
I was going to try to use the divine sense again. Maybe try to locate something. I don't know.
Not sure
use the divine
that
sense?
sounds like a good idea.
It's probably not a good idea. I put Serena down for a moment. Just, if it helps, it helps.
I was wondering if you were gonna do that.
I mean, it's worth a shot. I put Serena down. Step back in case they fall over. Plants his feet, does the divine sense.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy. At least I'm good with those. Well, that's an 8.
Quint, you get 1 point of exhaustion.
Oh boy.
And around you, it's not for long. Around you there is pure darkness, and then a huge flash of light, and this time something different accompanying it is a loud sort of, and then it stops.
Flash of light and yeah, like something was about to jump scare me.
Like a big, like a jump scare screen.
Does it look like what was described earlier?
The Gregor.
It was just a.
Greg.
It was no. It's just a white light. It goes from pure darkness to a bright white light, and then this shriek, and then you sort of come out. Serena, Drosk, and Ayer, you all notice there's blood sort of dripping from his ears and his nose, and he's gone pale.
Yep. Why are you looking at me like that?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Roll me a perception check, Connar.
Oh boy. Rolling perception. That is 20. Unnatural.
You can
a dirty
You can
20.
just dirty 20. You can just barely hear Serena over the ringing.
I'm fine. I'm good. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I'm good. I saw white light creature.
No creature, just literally void and then light
Yeah,
and a
void.
shriek.
Void like light and a shriek. That's all I was able to get out of it. And he lifts up his poncho a little bit just to like he's like trying to get the blood off of him and he needs to wipe it somewhere.
Yeah.
Serena steps forward with a rag to help him.
I guess Serena, you notice
Hold on, Serena, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception?
Yeah.
My passive perception is 14.
Okay. And that's with the special bonus that you get from your observant feat?
I don't think so.
Can you check your observant feat and add that to 14?
Observant gives me +5.
So 19. Okay.
Yeah, 19 is my
Connar, go
passive
ahead.
perception.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Connar.
Serena, as he lifts up his poncho a little bit, you get the glimpse of just a whole bunch of scars and what looks like burn marks and what looks like where his, abs would usually be. There is a metal plate that has just sort of been welded to that midsection.
It's like burned in.
Like burned in.
The flesh is healed around the metal.
Yeah. And
It's only for a moment.
only for a moment.
He
Puts
sort of
it-
drops the poncho and takes your rack.
Yeah. Yep.
Serena will remember this.
Serena will. Everybody hated that. Serena will remember this.
I wrote it
yeah.
down so she'll remember it.
Literal abs of steel. Anyway,
The episode's over. That's it. All right, we're back.
Hey,
Okay.
I saw things.
want to see me speed run this D&D campaign?
So you just fucking stabs himself in the neck.
Immediately starts like glitching through the wall, starts like clipping in the next area.
You just hold a bowl out in front of you.
what's the next
run
floor
at a
like?
wall.
That's a very interesting concept, though I don't think anybody would do it.
Speedrun a campaign.
No, just like a really glitched out D&D game.
Oh, that would be really funny.
That would be really sick. Hey DMs! Hey DMs!
I'm already writing it. I already have a new Google Doc open. Hey everyone, we're back from the break. Sorry about that. So we're gonna continue playing. You guys are in the this crystal cavern. Sort of everything is pulsating in uneven light. It's really dark. It's kind of hard to adjust. Even the people with dark vision are having trouble seeing in the dark at the moment. Probably you're all on average footing when it comes to this dark vision, even magical senses at the moment. You are doing something. What are you all doing?
We're all we had never left the lake, did we?
You left the lake. You're in the second cabin at the moment. You Jason.
The one where the salesmen are.
Where they are alleged to be, yeah.
Okay.
Is there anyone there?
Roll me a perception check with disadvantage.
Can I aid him to negate the disadvantage?
Can I also roll perception myself?
At disadvantage, you can, yeah. And you're being aided. Okay, so here's the deal. If you two are doing it, you roll 2 disadvantage checks, or one of you does it with help.
Serena should do it
Ayer
with
is
help.
rolling either way.
Do you want me to do it with help?
Yeah.
So Ayer is... Okay, so who's doing it with help?
Serena will be.
Serena is... Serena, just roll a straight perception roll.
Okay. That was a 20.
Okay, dirty or natural?
Dirty.
Dirty. So you sort of look around, listening out for any acute sounds. You hear faint rustling and the sound of wet slaps against stone.
That makes me very uncomfortable.
You hear the...
We're looking to buy.
I got an unnatural 1, by the way.
Okay, so you roll... Sorry, what was that, Ben? What were you saying? Are you saying that in character?
Yes, just to the area. Like, we're looking to buy.
As soon as you say that, Ben, nothing happens.
Okay.
You literally you don't hear anything.
Serena just kind of looks over to the others and she's just like...
You're still being carried.
No, she got put down.
Oh, okay.
She got put down because of the thing with Quint.
Yeah.
Quint, your exhaustion has now run off. You're fine now.
Hooray.
But she just kind of looks around and then kind of glances at the others and she's just like, I hear something wet.
I don't think that's a merchant.
Serena, none of you suddenly don't hear anything anymore.
It's gone now.
You're all surrounded by these pulsating crystals. These sort of red lights begin to sort of pop and appear, and these, some of them begin to sort of flash like a strobe in all sorts of different colors: red, blue, green, yellow, orange, purple, pink.
The crystals?
Rapidly. You don't remember a crystal being where it's flashing, Ben? And another one, same pattern, except it's striped instead. One of them is polka dotted, one is striped horizontally, one is striped vertically. And you suddenly sort of look at where these colors are flashing and strobing where it is, and you sort of notice sort of like a hunched over canid, very long, massive forelimbs, slight back limbs, a very long neck, doesn't seem to have a head, with two of these weird tentacles sticking off of it. Just what you can make out in the dark, and it's flashing rapidly.
This is the creature?
Yeah, this has to be it. It's gotta be the thing.
Okay.
Should we slay it, or should
Well, okay. Does it meet?
Ben, you called out before, right? Drosk?
Yes.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
I hate this already.
Yeah.
I got 12.
Thanks, Ben. All right, everyone, roll for initiative.
So I was gonna ask, it meets
Yeah, I was
the
like, I don't.
this meets the description of the Gragorak.
You didn't know that they glow, but yeah.
Yeah.
They look like big slug dogs.
That's
sort of,
why? How many dogs do we have to fight?
Move bonelessly. You've only fought literally 2.
One too many dogs I have to slay.
This is the second dog that you'll be fighting.
Yep.
Okay.
It's not a dog. It's
11,
C9S.
by the way.
If anything, it looks more like a gorilla. Kind of. It's like that's how it's built.
Who was the highest
right.
number?
I got an 11.
I got a 9.
Serena, Quint,
I got a 9.
Ayer, and Drosk versus.
So there were 2 9s.
G2, G3. All right, so Serena.
So Quint was 11.
3.
Yeah.
Quint, 11. Ayer, 9. Higher. What's your dex?
0.
Oh, wait, no. You two just go on the same turn. You just decide. Drosk and Ayer are 9. Now I'm just gonna roll.
Oh, I thought we were just going to decide by dex.
No.
If it was by Dex, you would definitely go first.
Oh no, always.
Alright, where are my old fucking notes? Because I wrote down y'all's health as far as I know.
Well, the health changed.
Yeah.
I know, you now have more health, so I don't have to worry as much.
I'll send you mine real quick.
Hope you love my freestyle humming.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for that good free sound.
Gain inspiration. Thank you.
I'm just dancing around the Taylor Swift, man.
You do you.
Oh yeah, and how's that working out for you?
I'm vibing for real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, sorry, one moment. I'm just trying to get things set up. So
Okay.
3, 11, 9,
311.
Okay, and then
Who rolled 3?
Me.
Serena.
Like going last on the next turn.
Okay.
Why did a song about being a doctor just came on? I'm gonna cry.
Okay. So, starting at
Because
the
you
top
are
of the
the
order, the one with stripes, it sort of jumps down, and it's sort of got these horizontal stripes that are sort of like pulsing in like a line. It seems to be going from head to the back, and it begins to sort of prowl towards who's in the front.
Quick question: how many?
Yes.
There's more than one Gragorak?
There's 3.
Okay.
Lovely.
Lovely. Quint would probably be in front.
Yeah, probably behind because they're using the light cantrip.
Okay, fantastic.
And then
Yeah,
Serena's
me.
probably next to him.
Okay, 1 second. All right, beautiful. So, Quint, because you're in front, does a 3 plus 18... Yeah, sorry, other way around. Does a 21 hit?
21 does hit.
Okay.
What kind of damage is it? It doesn't matter now.
It is piercing damage. Oh, wait, no, sorry. This is bludgeoning damage. My bad. Yeah, this one's bludgeoning damage. Hasn't done its other attacks yet. Okay. So, you take 9 damage. 9 total damage.
All right.
What did it do for an attack?
It
It's
punched me.
So hold on. It rears up, and like you see its like underbelly at this point, sort of glowing little spots on it. It looks that they're flat, human teeth looking things on the bottom of it, and they are facing. Currently, they're facing forward, as in towards yourself. But as soon as it begins to sort of rear up, it just kind of smacks down with you with its 2 big sort of tendril forelimbs, smashing you in the head. Just
Yeah.
Quint
Quint holds up his shield to try to block it, but it ends up just pushing his arm into his head.
The next thing that happens is make a strength saving throw, please.
Me?
Yep.
All right. That's a 24.
You succeed. Easy.
Yep.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, I have to roll. Yeah, you succeed. Easy.
Yep.
Okay. It attempts to sort of curl itself around you, like sort of stretches out and goes in for like a bear hug. You sort of duck underneath it and sort of push, or rather you sort of like push it down and it sort of curls back up. Always seeming to, like, it lands belly up and then you sort of watch as its belly sort of switches around, like the torso of it turns while the legs sort of keep it propped up.
Okay.
It's gross. It's like a weird formless amoeba.
Wonderful.
That will be its turn. Next is another one.
Oh boy.
It's going to attack Serena. Serena does.
What does it look like?
Hit. This one's got the polka dots, sort of big, small spots. It's sort of like red, yellow, and orange, sort of strobe light flashing very, very quickly and brightly, and it's sort of approaching you, prowling, and it sort of dips and kind of jabs you in the stomach.
21 absolutely hits, by the way.
Okay.
Like, by far hits.
That is 10 damage.
So does she have to make a strength saving throw?
No. It is going to go again, though. Okay, it is a 2, so that's a miss. It attempts to sort of do another jab. Now that it's sort of winded you, it tries to swing up with its tentacle, or its forelimb, and bring it down on your head. But you manage to sort of step backwards and it kind of miss, and it hits the ground with a... and it sort of silently just hums, looking around with these weird eye stalks that are sort of glowing. You know those parasite snails? The snails with parasites in them? Imagine that, but if it's big and looks like a big gorilla slug.
Gross.
And next is another one. Serena. Does not Serena, sorry. Ayer does a 12 hit.
No.
What does this one look like?
Yeah.
This one has sort of vertical, wiggly stripes. And it seems to be blinking randomly. It's got more purpley, green, bluey ones. But it's all right. It seems to be a bit bulkier than the other two. And it sort of waddles around until it sort of swirls up in a spiral and tries to absolutely sock Ayer in the face. and it misses entirely. It completely whiffs. So it's going to go for a grapple.
Oh,
Make a
so I have
strength
to.
save, please.
Nat
Strength
20
save,
plus
sorry.
1.
Nat 20?
Plus 1.
You managed to break free. It rolled a dirty 20, by the way. I just want everyone at home to know that. Dirty 20, and it didn't fucking save. It tries to curl around you. It successfully begins to dig in. When you manage to sort of flip the tables, you wrap yourself around it. Rather, not yourself. You manage to get your cloak off. And you sort of grab and tie it around its main torso.
Nani?
You sort of manage to pin it to the ground. You're standing on top of it. This creature is now restrained. Oh, sorry, it's now grappled. Grappled is the one where it can still make actions and stuff. Restrained is the one where it can't.
Yeah.
So this one is grappled.
Yep.
Next, it is my boy Quint. You are up, sir.
Quint is going to first rage. So
Okay, bonus action rage for sure.
bonus action rage, glow a little bit.
Yep. Serena,
he's going-
you sort of watch Quint rage. It's this purple thing. The aura is a little bit different, though. You begin to feel a weight in your chest, a burning, heavy weight. And it begins to sink down into your stomach as you watch him sort of enter this sort of purple, red, blue kind of 3D effect sort of circle around him. And you can see the glimmers of little embers sparking from underneath his poncho.
So
go ahead, Quint.
He is going to do, and I'm going to announce this as a reckless attack. He's going to go
first
for
reckless attack of the series, boys. Put that on the counter.
Yep. He's going straight for snail number 1.
Okay.
Actually,
so
no.
You're going for horizontal stripes, polka dots.
I'm going after polka dots, the one who went after Serena.
Go for it. Polka dots. You're leaving this guy's attack range if you do so.
That's fine.
It's about 10 feet away. Okay. It's going to make an opportunity attack against you. Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
Okay. It sort of attempts
How are y'all so bulky?
It attempts to swing its
Who said I was bulky?
long neck at you, and it completely whiffs and sort of smacks into a rock.
Yeah.
And it sort of crumbles down. Make your attack roll, please, at advantage.
All right. 26.
26 is a hit.
And I'm going to use the new smite.
Please roll your fire damage for me, please.
All right.
He says twice.
All together, that is 20 damage to the new one.
It doesn't look good. You sort of hit it as this explosion, this sort of explodes from it. Serena, again, your chest burns, sinks, feels terrible.
How much damage did you perform?
20.
And you just completely club into it. You take out a chunk of flesh. Connar, make a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right. 14.
You succeed.
Hooray.
The enemy died, right?
No, it's still there. It's missing a big chunk of flesh. It is oozing this thick, viscous, technicolor fluid.
Yeah. I like to imagine with the fire version of it, Nifty, it is a blue flame with a red interior, almost orange. And as I swing, it sort of does like a jet effect. So it's just spin, 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 and then I sink into it.
It completely just shatters, and this explosion sort of ruptures a hole in it. It begins to limp and wobble for a second. And this is the first time you hear it make a sound. It goes like... and kind of stumbles. Next up on the order is... Quint, is that everything you can do?
That's everything I can do this turn.
Okay. Please remove that one smite, please. You don't have any more of those.
Yep.
Ayer, let me go first.
A Ayer, you want to go first, or does Drosk want to go first?
Let me go. Let me go.
Let's go first, then sure.
Drosk, go ahead, please.
You right now, Ayer has the thing grappled, so that would be very advantageous.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Attack Wiggly. He grappled.
Okay.
Get that snack attack.
So now,
So roll me a straight d20.
me?
Yes.
Okay. I got a 9.
And who are you trying to? You're
Well,
trying to hit the one that's grappled.
I'm trying to hit the one that's grappled. Yes,
Okay,
so
roll an
I'm
attack.
I'm trying to hit Wiggly. I mean, I was going to ask where I was in place to everything to see where I can do.
Oh, you're at the back, like furthest back. The three of them are like directly in front of you.
Okay.
Serena and Quint are about 20 feet. Ayer is about 15 feet.
Ayer is about 15 feet to my.
That is correct.
All right.
Yeah.
To my right, or
To your sort of left.
okay. So can I be able? Could I be able to like? Could I be able to make a? To position myself to. Can I try to position myself behind the grappled one for that sneak attack damage?
It has sneak attack anyway because it's engaged.
Okay, so like I'll just.
You don't have to do any funny positioning, and there's plenty of cover for you to climb and hide in.
Okay, so like well, actually, hiding might not work here, especially if it could read my thoughts. I'm gonna take a safe. I'm gonna keep my safe distance, and I'm going to shoot Wiggly.
Okay. Roll for attack, please.
Okay. I'm rolling that nice longbow. Did that not work? Okay. And I got a 20.
Mm-hmm. So roll your damage.
Before I make an attack with a ranged weapon I'm proficient with, I could choose to take a -5 penalty to the attack roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go for 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does it hit?
Can you roll your damage, please?
Okay. So.
You got sharpshooter.
So let's see. I got
sharpshooter.
Yeah. So I got 4. I'm using orcish. I'm using my orcish fury, which allows me to roll another dice for that. So let's see. That was that's another D8.
Can you see sneak attack, please?
What? Oh, these rolls fucking suck. Like I literally got 1 on every single D8.
And what's the sneak attack damage?
What is sneak attack damage?
It would be your level 4.
An extra D6. An extra D6 damage.
please.
It's 2d6 at your level now, Ben.
Yep, roll 2d6, please, Ben.
Okay. That's a 10. So let's see.
And your sharpshooter?
That's
plus 10?
Yes, so let's see. That's so let's see. I got 4 plus 1, that's 5, plus 10, that's 15, plus another 10, that's 25.
Wait, did you forget your dex? Your dex modifier.
The dex modifier is added into my first roll, okay. And that's a +3. Like I told you, I rolled a 1 on all my d8s.
Okay, thank you.
Anyway.
So, Ayer, you take 25 damage.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Did I not hit it?
Ben, make another wisdom save, please.
Okay. 13.
Yeah, whoa.
Okay, thanks, Ben.
See, like, see. Okay, so he's not telling me I made it, so 14's the thing you gotta hit.
Well, you don't know if it's the same save.
Oh my god. So how about that one that's grappled? Nothing happens?
You didn't hit it, no. As far as you're aware, Ben, as far as Drosk is aware, you shot that thing and it got fucking hurt real bad. But you have to make a strength saving throw, please. Strength check. I have to make a saving throw. 15.
18.
All right, you still managed to pin it down despite there being an arrow in your chest.
I am
Drosk,
on
do you have
8
any-
HP.
Drosk,
How
as far
much
as Drosk is
damage
aware,
did you just take? 25?
Yeah.
25 fucking damage. That was intended for the thing, so
but as far as Drosk is aware, he shot the one on the ground.
like Drosk is aware, I'm not.
Oh my god. That is hilarious and concerning for me.
And next is Ayer's turn, unless Drosk has anything else he wants to do with his action. Do you want to hide? Do you want to do anything?
I have another shot.
All right. I mean, Drosk isn't aware, so take roll a flat d20.
No, I wasn't gonna shoot Wiggly. Actually, I was gonna shoot
And my
the one.
AC is 13.
I was gonna shoot the other one that Quint hit.
Can you roll me a flat d20 first?
Okay.
That's a 7.
It's a 7. All right. Can you roll to hit? Remember, no modifiers, no bonuses if you're doing.
Oh, so this
actions.
D20 isn't my.
That's not a hit. No, that's for a different thing that I'm keeping track of.
Okay, let me just
roll. Yeah, just roll to hit.
give me a minute. D20. 7.
I thank God every day that my AC's 19.
It's a 5.
I could have had a shielded better armor.
Oh
Yep.
god.
Fuck.
The healer's already stressed.
It was a 5.
Oh.
It was a 5 to hit.
Yes.
Luckily, you don't hit Serena's AC with a 7. With a 5. But
Apparently
as
hers
far as
is
you're
what I-
concerned, you've missed a the what did we call him again? Dot. You
So
missed
wait,
Dot.
can yeah, Dot.
Dot is the one that is currently spilling like this Technicolor nightmare ooze. All right, so Ben, that's your turn.
So
are you
can
gonna
I
move or hide?
do I at least notice where my team is?
You know where your team is, yeah.
Okay, but can I see them?
What you see in front of you is Ayer, back to shit. Air coming down, like, you know, light coming off of her. And you see a very small, weak-looking slug monster with an arrow in it. You see...
So wait, Ayer is to me Ayer is grappled.
No, to you, Ayer is grappling, and the creature underneath her has been shot with an arrow and is currently dying. You see Ayer almost in too good health, like too good of a health, unnaturally healthy. Quint and Serena also seem unnaturally healthy, and the monster appears to be weak, timid, and sort of bleeding out and dying. And the other monster, also same thing, weak, timid.
All right.
That's what you're seeing, and all the color's kind of weird and distorted.
Okay, I'm gonna
But as far as
keep.
you're concerned, you're absolutely smashing this fight.
Alright.
So did I see an arrow whiz past me?
Yeah, you just hear a... And you sort of look up at Drosk, and his eyes are all glazed over, and his head is like rolled back. He's drooling heavily with the bow out. You see, like, his veins are pulsing with like pinks and blues and yellows.
All right, I'm gonna retreat back a little bit, gain a little bit more distance.
All right, so you are you climbing up a stalagmite? You just hiding? What are you doing?
I'm gonna climb up a stalagmite.
Okay. You climb up a stalagmite and roll me a stealth or hide.
Oh, sure.
Because now Ayer is aware of you.
23.
Okay, great. Next up is Ayer.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
So you've been shot by your friend.
So healer is stressed already.
You don't know where Drosk has gone.
Like, it doesn't take that much to him to evade my sight. Oh god, I'm on 8 HP.
Just live for a hot second longer. Live for a hot.
Now,
If you got,
now we know who'd win in
if you got-
PvP.
if you got a melee anything,
Just
any
live.
melee spells, just fucking let them loose.
You, whatever. Yeah, whatever you
Is
can.
there
Whatever
a way
you can.
that I can get behind the
Drosk is like, my friends are winning.
Um,
And Ayer's like, I've been shot.
And now everyone has to worry about a
Is there a way
sniper.
that
Everyone has to worry about a sniper looking at the battlefield now. They can't see him.
I'm trying to figure out if I have anything that can stop that.
Do you even recognize what it is?
I looked at you and I saw that you were fucked up, but now I'm looking at my spells and going, "Can I fix this?"
Fucked up on psychedelics.
If you have bless, would that help Ben on that D20 roll?
I don't know.
Anyway, would I be able
bless
to,
would be
from
really
where
nice.
I had the arrow come from, can I get behind the monster on the opposite side of that?
It's currently, you're on top of it. To move, you would have to make another strength check, which would be your action, to make sure it doesn't come out of it, if you want to move.
I don't mind it coming out of it, to be honest.
Okay, are you just going to let it go so that way you don't have to worry about making a strength check?
Yeah.
All right, just you let it go, and you move toward where the arrow came from. How far?
Away from where the arrow came from.
All right, so you move closer
Like, I'm
towards
getting-
the other two, or do you move away from the other
I'm-
two and away from the arrow, sort of like a northeast?
I'm trying to get the monster between
Oh, sorry,
me,
northwest.
the monster between me and where the arrow came from.
Okay,
Sorry,
so you're just heading straight forward. So you how far are you going?
Not that far, just so...
How many feet? How many feet?
Within melee range.
Within melee range? So 5 feet?
Mm-hmm.
So you stand up and let it go, basically, is what you're telling me.
I just
Yeah,
want to
okay.
put it between me and the arrows.
Oh, right. Well, it is prone at the moment because you've let it go while you had it grappled on the ground. So it's
probably
prone
going to
at the
go
moment,
before Drosk anyway. So.
but you're there.
Okay. Can I cast my Branding Smite, please?
Yes, you may cast your Branding Smite.
Okie
What do I do?
It's just for... It adds on to my attack, so...
Okay.
I'm
Roll
going
to
to swing my sword. Is that with
Roll to
advantage
hit.
because it's prone?
Yes.
Alright then. Not 20!
Hey, roll crits. So crit is double the dice.
So, do I double the spell's dice damage too?
Yes. It's a melee spell attack, I believe.
Can I two-handed the sword, please?
You may two-handed the sword, yes.
So I roll 2 dice for each, double the dice
For each
of
damage slot, and then add the necessary modifiers to one of the dice rolls. So you only add your
Okay.
modifiers once, but you roll the dice twice.
So for the spell, instead of 2d6, I roll 4d6, right?
No, it'd just be a
Uh,
3d6 because you only add
Yeah,
one
it'd be 3d6.
extra dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I roll 2d10 and 3d6, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And add your modifiers once.
Yep. 10 plus. I think my modifier for this is.
Max damage for that, I think, is 38, which is terrifying.
And I am trying to. Plus, what's that? 14. And what? 18.
Or 38 plus modifiers.
18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
And this was on...
The one that
Wiggly?
was. Yes.
Yeah.
On Wiggly.
You sort of swipe down and gash into this thing. It sort of squeals and sort of squirms, and this alien humming and whistling sort of spews out. Make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay, by the way, it will emit 5-foot dim light, by the way. And can't go
Okay,
invisible.
great. Sweet. So, what's the branch
11.
look like? 11?
Yes.
Yep, okay. So...
If that's a wisdom, then yes.
Alright, so 11 wisdom. You take 1d4 plus wisdom psychic damage.
Oh no.
So you take a total of 6 psychic damage.
Oh crap! I want 2.
How much psychic damage did you just take?
6.
6.
So Ayer. So if Ayer took 25 and he said it was at 8, Ayer's at 2 health.
Yep.
So you took the maximum amount of psychic damage you could take.
Oh.
By the way, that was max damage. And that is your turn?
Yes.
Serena,
You ain't got healing potions.
Well, I used up
Uh,
all the actions I could use for it anyway.
bonus action you haven't used.
No, that was for the spell.
Okay.
So I
Go ahead,
used
Athena.
it.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my bonus action, my spiritual weapon.
Where are you summoning that?
I'm gonna summon it like down on top of polka dots.
Okay. You summon it above you, the big King Rome looking fucking claymore. Make an attack roll.
Give me half of a second.
Just while Athena's doing that, the sword sort of spills out of this sort of these long blonde locks of hair, sort of falling and then dissipating into nothing as this glowing sort of orangey, blue pale kind of mixture of this big claymore hovering directly over this hobbling creature as it struggles to stand up, spewing this viscous, disgusting liquid out of its open, charred body.
It's a 10.
A 10
Mm-hmm.
to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. The sword drops rapidly, and as soon as it does, it manages, as this big gaping hole, it manages to sort of curl into like a spiral around the sword, missing it completely. And it sort of snaps back like rubber into its sort of hobbled form. And Athena, you have an action left. You can't cast any healing spells at the moment. You can only do cantrips.
Okay.
But she can't cast healing?
If you cast a spell that is higher than a cantrip as a bonus action, you can't cast any more spells higher than a cantrip.
Can I go over and use my medicine kit on Ayer?
As an action, you may.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Okay. Can you roll the healing off of that medicine kit?
How do I do that?
So I believe we discussed it was going to be 1d6 plus your wisdom.
Okay, so
1d6 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier. So your proficiency is, I believe, 2? 3. Should say
2 until level 5.
So I have...
Okay. So d6 plus 2 plus wisdom.
Okay, so the d6 was 4 plus 2 plus my wisdom modifier.
Yes.
4, so that's 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so Ayer heals 10 points of damage, and that is now marked onto the sheet. Okay, great. And there you go. Done. All right. Next up is the first one. This is Harry. Okay, so Quint, Harry's not happy that you're ignoring him. So he's going to roll 19, which I believe meets.
Yep.
So that's a hit, my dude.
Yeah.
It's going to roll 10 damage.
Okay. That is half.
So as you sort of manage to sort of try block, it manages to sort of jab underneath rapidly as it sort of slits back, kind of like snapping like rubber almost. You feel this really heavy, like stinging, like where your meat meets your metal, and it fucking hurts. as this thing sort of fucking punches you. The next thing that it does is it sort of like dips behind you and jumps and sort of spreads itself really thin like a blanket, and all of its teeth on its underbelly suddenly jut out, facing completely vertical, and it begins to grapple. Please roll me a strength check.
Okay, give me 1
With
second.
disadvantage for this one.
Disadvantage.
Yeah, use one of its special moves.
I'll tell you something right now. I believe Rage gives me advantage on strength checks. So.
Sorry, sorry. Check or saving throw?
I can double check on that.
You know, it's too late. It's meant to be a saving throw, but I said check, so roll a strength check. That's fine. You get it. You make it a straight roll.
All right,
that's my fault. I'm not going to take that back.
Sheet loads. So I just got a new sheet for browser, and it's not loading for some damn reason.
Take your time.
I apologize. By the way, I didn't know what the parasite snails looked like, and now
Did
that
you just Google it?
like, yeah, I just Googled it.
It's bad.
They were very, yeah, they're weird little dudes. All right, strength check. It's actually both, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Roll. Whatever it is. I think you get proficiency in your saving throw though, yeah?
17.
So roll that.
17, yeah.
You lose it.
I lose. If it's 17, lose it. Damn.
If it was 17, yeah. It rolled an 18.
All right.
One above you. And now you take this. Ha! Okay. You take 16 damage.
What kind of damage?
Slashing.
That's half, so that's 8.
And you are now restrained.
All right.
Sort of inside of it. The only actions you can take are a strength check or a saving. Strength check to break out. So you guys are watching as this sort of Technicolor umbrella folds around. Then it goes silent for a second, and then you see it begin to tighten, and then all of a sudden, it begins to spin rapidly. And then you just see blood just spray everywhere, all over the ground, coming out of the slips and folds where he is. And you hear Quint howl from inside of this thing. And it is now going to be Polka Dot. Polka Dot, you are going to hit a 17 on Serena, who's run away.
That hits.
4 damage. It sort of rears up behind you and socks the back of your head again with another jab as it begins to bleed sort of haphazardly on the ground. Luckily, none of it hits you. And it is also going to go for a grapple. Roll me a strength check, please. Strength saving throw, sorry.
Saving throw?
Yes, please.
I don't know how I got a 14, but 14.
Nice. Well, this thing rolled a natural 1. You dive out of the way as it sort of, it's same thing, its teeth sort of begin to stick out and it begins to whiz around and try to curl you up in this blanket. And it sort of manages to sort of hit the ground. You see dirt and shit go and just sort of fly everywhere as it begins to sort of just stand back up, goo oozing, and you've managed to miss it. That's its turn. And finally, there is the one that Ayer grappled. It stands up. It's gushing this sort of Technicolor ooze out of it. It sees Ayer in front of it, who has inflicted the wound. The brand burning a pale moonlight glow. 14 to hit.
14 hits.
Okay. It's going to rear up and do another jab. So it sort of rears up and does another snap jab. It punches you. It does about 9 damage.
Lovely.
How much damage did it just do?
9.
And then the next one, it is going to enforce Serena to do a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, it begins to glow. And
That's a
sort of
natural
strobe.
20, you bitch.
You are immune to
Total
this
of
effect.
26, but a natural 20.
Serena, you just begin to watch this strobe effect, and it kind of makes you dizzy for a second before you shake it off.
Me look at this thing dead in the eye. Fuck you. I'm stressed enough. Sit down.
That's all of the turns for everyone. So I believe next is Quint, who can only take the break action. So roll a strength check to get out.
Actually, I was wondering if I could do something.
What do you want to do?
I'm inside of it. I'm in restrain. My helmet is off. Can I bite at its innards?
Do you want to do 1 damage to it?
No, it would be equal to my strength, and I'm raging, so that would be 7 damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering
you can.
if I could combine that with smite.
You can't. You can only do smite once.
No, I have my normal smite.
Can you use that while raging? I thought it was a spell.
Yes,
so
you can. You can.
Oh, sweet.
Smite is not a spell.
Would it only work for a weapon?
It would only work. Let me double check if it is. Yeah, it's a melee weapon attack. All right, I'll just roll to try to get out.
Okay.
Since I can't do a cool bite attack. So that's a strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
I have advantage on that.
Strength check.
It's the same
with
modifier.
Advantage. Yeah,
so
okay.
20.
There you go.
20, 30, 20. 30, 20.
You get out. You see Quint sort of pull himself. He's got gash marks everywhere. His flesh has just been shredded. His armor is all scuffed and marked. The sort of dented and there's big gashes and all the things in it.
What are you talking about? I only took I'm not even at half health.
No, it's I mean, the rage is coming from whatever. You're fucking beaten up, all right?
I'm already beaten up. I'm already beaten up. Continue.
You've gotten fucking little teeth inside of him. He's the wounds aren't deep, but they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And most of it hit the armor. If Connar would let me finish. So most of it hit the armor, thankfully. And just big gash marks sort of in it, and looks a little bit more scuffed up. He comes out sort of covered in blood, and steps down. And the creature sort of manages to fold in, tuck its teeth back away, and sort of hum ominously at him. And the next is Quint. That is your turn.
Yep.
After that will be Drosk and Ayer. Who wants to go?
Ayer, you want to go first before I make a shot again?
Yes.
Just like he might be looking at me.
Can I using a potion as a bonus action, right?
Yep.
The healing potion. Yeah. I'll do that.
Drink.
So
So you
what's-
drink a
Roll
heal?
the heal.
What's the thing?
D6 plus something.
I'm
D6 plus 4, I think it is.
Serena and Ayer, both frantically trying to heal Ayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a vibe. 1d6 plus 10. Sorry, 1d6 plus 4.
That's 7.
Heal 7 hit points.
Yep. And I'm gonna use Armor of Agathis to get me some temporary hit points.
Okay, roll that. Is that your turn?
I just get 10 straight up.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So that uses both my
Drosk.
bonus.
You're up. Luckily, you have half cover, being that this thing is in front of you now.
All right. Let me see.
Well, rather, Ayer has half cover.
Okay. Gonna take another.
Oh, but wait, Sharpshooter ignores half cover, so it doesn't matter. Never mind.
Oh.
All right. Let's roll another sharpshooter.
I forgot about that.
Let's see. No, yeah, I mastered ranged weapons.
Didn't think about that either.
attacking along, so I don't have disadvantage. I can ignore half and 3/4 cover.
No, you automatically ignore it.
Oh god.
All right, I'm gonna roll me. Okay, I'm using a sharpshooter, so like -5. It's just a 7, and well, I mean it's a 7, but that's with the +5. So
Did you
it's
roll
really a
the?
2.
Did you roll the nat 20? Sorry, did you roll just the flat 20?
No, I use the attack sheet. So do you want me to roll it?
20 for me? Yeah, just roll me a flat 20, no mods. You
3.
roll that one first before you make the attack. Okay, once again.
Here, I'm gonna grab my dice bag. If I'm.
All right, Ben.
Yeah.
Drosk, as your vision begins to sort of blur out for a hot minute, everything goes Technicolor psychedelic. And then you're back in a gloomy cave. Ayer is clutching an arrow in her chest.
Oh. Oh no.
You've seen what you've done.
The creature is standing there, no arrow in it, has a brand mark on it, it's glowing dimly, bleeding this sort of ooze out of it. The other ones are sort of slightly injured. Serena's sword is there. You kind of realize that you were on like a weird trip, dude. You sort of touch at yourself and you had like a little bit of drool coming out of your mouth. Your hands feel weird. It felt like something was inside of you crawling around. And then you cough, and a little like rainbow worm sort of lands on the ground and begins writhing before it explodes into like a little burst of color.
I don't know what you mean by Serena just looks rough, by the way, bud.
Interesting rainbow worm. So okay, so I haven't made my shot yet, have I?
No, not yet. You haven't made your shot. You are now to reality.
All right. If I, no, I was gonna make a joke saying like, okay, I cover one of my arrows in potion of healing and aim at Ayer again.
I shoot Ayer
with a potion of healing. No, I shoot Ayer. I shoot Ayer with a potion of healing.
Does it work like that?
No. Well, I mean,
if anything, I would just use the difference from whatever fields. So you did
if the healing is more than the damage, you heal 2 health. Like, I don't know. Anyway, you're up.
Okay, let's see.
Roll your regular attack with the quick draw bow.
Okay.
Modifiers and everything included.
Oh, let's see, potion of healing.
You're very far away. You're about 30 feet, and you're above. Remember, you climbed up a stalactite.
So I can't just like yeet a potion and just hit Ayer.
Yeeting a potion into Ayer would shatter the potion and wouldn't be effective. It has to be ingested.
Aw, I wish it would have been like that. Okay, so I'm gonna shoot a longbow again.
Okay. Are you gonna aim it at Wiggles, who is currently attacking Ayer?
Yeah, I'm gonna aim it at
someone else.
I'm gonna aim at Wiggly.
Piggly wiggly.
Okay, so I'm gonna attack Ayer. I'm sorry.
Ayer.
It's starting a trend I don't like.
No, wait.
Drosk attacks Wiggly with the longbow.
Hey, yeah, you take 5 damage. Roll your longbow hit.
Ayer, you're just dead now.
I ain't got no advantages, do I?
Sneak attack. You're hidden from it. Does that give you advantage? You're directly. Yeah, you do. No, wait, no, you don't.
Yeah. What Connar just said?
Advantage.
I do get advantage.
Advantage for sneak. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because that was a 20. Let's see. How many? Let me take a look at this. Let me take a look at my notes. See how much it would take to hit these things. Because a lot of people were rolling pretty fucking high. Do you think? So I got a 21, and that's with my modifiers and advantage.
Are you gonna reduce? You gonna take the -5 on that? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just rolling. I'm just looking at my. Like I said, I'm looking at the notes for whenever people roll to attack. And yeah, I'll take the -5.
Okay. So roll your damage and your sneak attack.
Okay. Text Wiggly with.
And Ayer, I want you to make because you're within 5 feet of it. I want you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right. Okay. So plus let's see, plus a sneak attack, which is a d6. 2d6.
2d6.
14.
So let's see.
You're fine.
I deal. Well, whatever it is, it's dead. So Drosk
How much
deals. Let's see. We have 11 plus the 10 for sharpshooter, which is 21. Plus the 6.
Describe the kill.
Wiggly's. What?
Don't fuck me around. Just describe your kill.
Wiggly's fucking head explodes.
Rather than it explodes, you just sort of watch as Drosk looses an arrow. Ayer, you witness this. It goes. You see the arrow disappear. You look down, expecting to see it in like your thigh or something, and then you watch the creature in front of you, the Gagarak, just sort of slump. The lights go out, and it begins to just bleed this technicolor ooze. A little bit gets on you. It burns and stings a little bit, but you manage to wipe it off without suffering any of the effects. And you turn around and get ready to fight the rest.
All right.
Drosk, you have a bonus action, no modifiers.
Rolling me that flat d20 against Harry. Let's go.
Yep.
17.
17 hits.
17 hits.
Roll damage and mods.
Damage. That's just a d8. No sneak attack.
Sneak attack because it's engaged.
Okay. So a d8 with that's an 8 damage.
8 damage? Nice. Okay. You reel an arrow, it looses, it gets sunk into Harry's skin. Quint, can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please? You're within 5 feet of it.
Well, that's a nat 1.
Quint, you take a total of 6 psychic damage.
Oh no, something that can penetrate my rage damage.
And next up is Serena.
How healthy are you right now, Quint?
They're about
like a 39 out of 63.
Okay, you're fine.
They got 20. They got 29 63.
I'm gonna have my spiritual weapon go after Polka Dots is still alive, yeah?
Yes, Polka Dots is still alive.
Shit, I should have aimed for Polka. That's who I meant to fucking hit.
19?
19 hit. Roll damage.
12 force.
12 force. Okay. And you have your spells or attack. The sword sort of comes back out and then swings in an arc and manages to chop one of the long limbs off as these sort of tinier small little arteries begin to swiggle around and squirts this disgusting technicolor ooze everywhere. Make a wisdom save for me as well, Serena.
15.
Yeah, you're fine. And Quint, another wisdom save.
Oh boy.
I'm so sorry.
That's a 10.
And that is another 6 psychic damage.
All right.
I'm so
You're
sorry.
just getting max damage on those rolls.
Yeah, I know, every time. Serena, you still have an action and movement.
How much damage? How much damage did you do with that first attack?
6.
It was...
Oh.
No, Serena.
12.
12.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to... So anything that's labeled as a bonus action can only be done as a bonus action. It can't be done as a main action, yeah?
That is correct.
Okay.
Wait, no, it's not. That's not correct, is it right, Connar? Only reactions can be reactions.
Yeah.
Bonus actions can be put in the action slot, as far as I remember.
Yeah. Bonus actions. Honestly, that's the thing. Depends on the DM.
I think that's fine. Yeah, just use a bonus action in your action slot.
Okay.
But it means you can't take any other actions. It just means you used 2 bonus actions.
Yeah, I was just curious. Ayer, how far are you from me, Ayer?
How far am I from you?
Oh, you could touch like 10 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna go touch with Cure Wound.
Okay. Roll your Cure Wounds healing. You're still within the attack range of Polka Dot, so it's not going to attack you. But you are now also in the attack range of nothing, because that one's dead. Never mind.
God damn, nothing is the worst enemy.
So that's 8 plus my
Special cleric stuff. I
Plus
think
my
you get
cleric.
max healing, right?
You're healing Ayer,
No, that's
right?
your
Yeah.
your divine thing.
I'm looking at how much you're being healed. So give me 2.
Okay.
Ayer
The Cure
has.
Wounds is a D8 plus your wisdom.
Serena is a life
2.
cleric as well, so there's an extra bonus.
Yeah,
I think it's
Ah.
proficiency or level.
So,
I think it might be level.
so
hit
like,
points equal to +2 the spell's level. So I cast it at level 1, so that would be 3.
Mhm.
So 8 plus 3 plus 4.
8 plus 3 plus 4. That's 15.
15.
Yeah, so take that.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
That's your
I'm
turn,
in a
Serena?
safe
You
zone.
done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. Harry is up. Harry is covered in this. He's currently oozing everywhere. He's going to do Quint. Roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh boy. Nat 20, bitch.
Okay. And then it is going to roll a grapple. So strength check or save.
That's an 11.
23. Okay.
Am I grappled or restrained again?
Yep.
Hooray!
13 damage, slashing damage, halved, rounded down. No, rounded up, sorry. And you guys see the same sight again. It blankets over him, teeth out, and
Not
just
again!
explodes.
He does like
Explodes.
during his rages, and he's just like, not again.
No! You see the same sight. Blood spews everywhere, gets all over you, Serena. You are, like, it's all over your face, sort of dripping.
It deals how much damage?
Wet and horrible.
7.
7. So, 7, but the roll was 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next is
Dot. Wait, dots, yes.
Dot is sort of convulsing and wiggling. It doesn't look healthy. It's going to go for a grapple.
Wait, is Harry still up?
Harry is currently restraining Quint
Okay.
again.
So
I guess.
dots grapples who?
Wait, how much damage did it do to you, Quint?
7.
7, yeah.
Okay, which means... Okay.
By the way,
you guys watch as Harry, after sustaining damage and biting into Quint, it begins to sort of close the wound that it has that's been spilling. Serena, it's Dot is going to try and grapple you. Can you roll me a strength save, please?
3.
What, 21?
21
Okay.
what?
So, I rolled 21 to grapple you.
So fun.
That is a 13 as well.
13 damage?
13 damage, yeah.
Help. I now need help.
okay.
Oh.
I look
So
awful.
you also watch Dot, the polka dot one, begin to sort of close the wound, begin snapping together like bubble gum, and it sort of begins to grow its flesh back.
All right.
But the same thing, Serena. You see the teeth slice into you, and you explode. You can feel everything around you just burst from it, and you guys Serena's never really sustained many wounds, couple jabs here and there. You guys just watch as this explosion of gore just from underneath the creature.
That's disturbing.
This is what I needed to know.
Out of character, I'm at 2 hit points.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh my god, this has been the most stressful part.
All right then.
You're up.
Quint.
What are you gonna do, buddy?
The only thing I fucking can do.
Go ahead and roll.
That's strength 25.
That's a win. That's 11. You're out. Quint again explodes from this creature. He's fine.
Can I use my bonus action to just punch it?
Yeah, sure. 7 damage.
It's not D4 damage because it's just a fist.
Well, it's his strength, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
it's
7.
my strength. And I rolled the 25. Can I add my smite to it?
If that was the case, wouldn't you have been?
Gauntleted, so yes, I will allow you to add that.
Yeah.
7
so
plus whatever you roll for smite.
so 7 plus. Fucking damn it! That's 9 damage.
7 plus 9.
Yep. No, I'm
So what
sorry.
is
No,
that? That's
altogether is
14?
not. Altogether is 9. Altogether is
Oh,
9.
altogether is
I rolled
9.
2 on the
Okay.
smite. I rolled as low as I could on my smite, and it pisses me the fuck off.
So you punched it in the head, and it just sort of reels back. Luckily, it doesn't bleed. It just sort of rolls backwards and then sort of curls back up and sort of stands on its disgusting, sluggy form. Next up, we have Ayer and Drosk. What do you guys
Okay.
want to do?
Do you want me to go?
Your friend Serena has been absolutely cocooned and is currently bleeding to death.
She's
Let me-
screaming for the record. I'm just putting it out there.
Okay,
Alright.
Ayer, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first? Because I can deal a lot of fucking damage at where I am right now, even without sharpshooter.
Can I actually help her out? Or is that possible?
You can try pry the thing, yeah, if you roll a strength check.
Do you have a good strength?
Probably
+1.
Just go, Drosk.
Okay.
I don't
Let's-
think I could do.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to shoot again.
All right, it is completely stationary. It can't move, so I'm going to give you advantage.
Okay. My
And
longbow.
call out whether or not you're going to take the minus before you take the shot. This is with modifiers.
I'll take the minus. I'm using sharpshooter.
With advantage.
Another 16.
That's a hit. Can you roll all your damage, please?
Okay, let's fucking go. Let's see.
Wait. Is your minimum damage higher than a 9?
Well, it gets a +10 because of
Is your
sharpshooter.
minimum... Okay, in that case, it's dead. Just describe your kill.
Okay. Drosk. Let me see. So Drosk kills. Drosk is killing dots. See, the thing is, like, how thin is this thing? Because it's just like, imagine like a freaking arrow.
It doesn't hit Serena.
Just like, so like it's spinning around, and
it's thick. It's like it's a really
So,
it's made of.
so
It's
thi- so
practically
this thing,
entirely
so this
muscle.
thing, so let's see. So this thing is like spinning around rapidly, crazy.
It was more so like crushing.
Okay.
But the teeth, well, it crushes and sort of like moves, like it wiggles, and using the pressure from the inside, it gushes it out and swallows half of it.
All right. So fucking so when Dross takes a shot, Dross takes a very well placed shot on dots while it's spinning, and once it receives the killing blow, it basically loosens grip and practically flings itself using its own momentum and flies into the wall.
That's very funny. No, it doesn't. It doesn't spin. It sort of wiggles and sort of. Imagine like.
I always whenever you mention the attacking, I always mention it was like a Tasmanian tiger thing and just jumps on you, fucking starts spinning like a tornado.
It like puts you in a bear hug, squeezes, and then like moves its like body around to cut you, kind of.
Yeah.
More of a sawing motion than than a
So, like,
buzzsaw
so
or
yeah,
a
no,
chainsaw
like-
or anything.
It takes a
doesn't
nice,
release
well
her,
placed
it's
saw.
still- it's all. She's still attached to it, but she can get out fairly easily.
Well, it's lax.
But,
Well, I mean, right now, well, it dies. It's lax now. So
yeah, it's lax, but it's heavy. So you're prone, Athena, but you're protected by like fucking a foot at least of muscly, horrible creature.
okay.
Bleeding. So Serena's safe. Serena's fine. You don't have to make a strength check your next turn. You just have to use half your movement to get up.
All right. I'm gonna attack Harry now.
Go ahead and roll.
All right. I'm rolling the flat d20 with advantage. Wait, do I get advantage on the flat d20?
Because this one has been punched by what's his name? Quint?
I thought,
No,
but
it's not.
but it's isn't like engaged, and aren't I like basically at a distance?
It's not engaged anymore because it's been punched, and you didn't hide last turn because you didn't have the action to. So you shot it
Okay then.
last turn, so it knows where you are. Dot didn't.
Okay then. I rolled a 9.
Okay, that is a miss. That's your turn, I believe.
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay. Ayer, it is now your turn.
I'm just gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at the last. Harry.
You have 2 now. Level 3, I believe. You get 2. No, you don't. Sorry.
What?
Fire you 1. Fire your Eldritch
It's at
Blast,
level
sorry.
5. You get another
Yep.
one.
I was like, what? Then it's
Fire
a
Eldritch Blast. Roll.
23 to hit.
That is a hit.
No,
Roll damage.
24.
Roll
Point
damage.
still stands. That is a D10. That is 3.
A 3, hey?
Yes.
Alright. A glowy blue orb of pale sort of light just sort of flings from the hilt of Ayer's sword, slings itself into the creature. It sort of hits with a fucking and as it sort of wobbles. It doesn't explode and bleed, but it definitely burns the outer skin a little bit in this holy light. And Ayer, you have bonus and movement. What are you doing?
I'll stay put. I can take the dodge action because I'm not moving, right?
Yes. Yes, you can take the dodge action because
Yeah.
you mentioned you're taking the dodge action.
Yeah.
All right, dodge action is movement. That your turn?
Yeah.
All right, Serena, 2 health, giant thing on top of you. You're bleeding to death. What's up? What's happening?
What's up? What's up? Is my weapon still just fucking there? Is it gone?
Yeah, it's still vibing.
It's still vibing.
You have
Okay.
to be able to see whatever you're attacking.
Yeah. So can I get
Yes, you
out from
cannot.
under this thing? I
Yes,
cannot.
you do. Use half your movement to squelch it off of you.
All right, I'll do that, and then I will send my sword over there.
So you emerge, clothes all shredded to shit, bleeding very heavily. You're red at this point.
Yeah.
The sword spins and just sort of flings. Roll to hit.
14.
14 hits. So it flies over and stabs into its belly, or into its back. Roll damage, please.
12 force.
12. Okay. And your main action.
My main action. Can I heal myself? Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Can't heal
Why would
yourself.
you?
This thing is about 25 feet away from you, though, and it's not looking healthy. It's currently impaled and wiggling around on itself,
Yeah.
bleeding extremely heavily. It's sort of flashing discordant reds and everything like that. It doesn't seem healthy.
I
So
would recommend a ranged attack.
A ranged attack.
You have 2 HP.
If you have
You
guiding
can use
bolt-
your level 1 and level 2 spells now, by the way, because you've already summoned Spirit Weapon. It's been awake for a couple rounds.
Mm-hmm.
So you can hit it with anything.
you
I'm
could
looking
heal
to see what
yourself
I got.
with D8 or the cure wounds, or you can use a guiding bolt if you got
Yeah, I
that.
was thinking about. Yeah, I have a guiding bolt.
If you use guiding bolt, we get advantage on the next attack roll against it.
That is if like you don't get grappled again, Quint.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
Again!
Okay.
I'll do a guiding bolt.
Roll to hit.
18.
Describe how you kill it.
So this, I assume that the guiding bolt colors kind of look like the same colors around my spiritual weapon.
Yeah, of course.
So with the weapon kind of still implanted inside of this thing, the guiding bolt comes and it like strikes approximately like right at the same spot
Mm-hmm.
as the spiritual weapon
yeah.
is.
You just see this thing fucking explode. All head scanners or whatever it's called. Scanners.
Scanners.
This psychedelic liquid, this mercury-looking Technicolor paint acrylic nightmare explodes from it, splatters all over the ground, the colors fade, and it sort of slumps down. And you've won.
I fall to the floor
But at what
immediately.
cost?
Yeah. Quint goes over to you. Just anyone who's coming close, Quint just gets in a big bear hug. Are we all right? Are we good?
Yeah, Quint and Serena are like head to toe red and dripping.
No, I slide down for where I am and I check up on Ayer. Drosk is like, he looks like he's about to like actually break down a little bit. Like, oh my god, Ayer, are you actually okay?
This is
Drosk,
literally
you
that scene from Rick and
also-
Morty where we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, look up. You look up at Drosk, and Drosk looks like he is having the worst, like, fucking ecstasy come down you've ever seen. Like, he's got bags under his eyes. He's like pale, he's breathing heavily. Drosk, you don't feel well.
Like Drosk is like tearing up a little bit because like he still shot Ayer or like crazy amount of damage, like almost instant kill.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the ice sort of turns to water and splashes around you. You're safe. What are you guys doing?
Real quick, how's Quint's poncho looking?
Oh, it is gone. Everyone can see you now.
Oh, yeah. I'll just put it in the chat then.
How's like my clothes looking? Are they fucked up as well, or
You're kind of titties out.
exactly? I just want-
Yeah. Like you
yeah,
got
my coat
ripped
is
the
missing
fucking-
too.
Yeah.
give Quint.
Well, no, your coat is like wet with gross alien blood.
Yeah.
Quint is torn up. Your armor is kind of weird and sort of the metal arms and stuff are kind of all scratched up and crushed in and all that stuff from the weight. Serena has like a weird spiral around. It mainly got Serena's back. So Serena's sort of clothes have sort of fallen forward in tatters. Sleeves are like kind of ripped apart. Not great. I don't know if Serena was wearing any plate underneath that, but yeah, your titties out right now. Sorry, I said that so casually. Should have thought about people's feelings. But yeah, you two are completely like your clothes are gone now. Like,
I have
some new ones. You're also red, head to toe, bleeding still.
Here, I have an extra pair of clothes on me. Ooh.
The floor is wet and sticky.
The floor is wet and sticky.
Yeah, from their blood, it's everywhere.
I know. I have an extra pair of traveler's clothes right here.
Serena,
Serena, would you want the traveler's clothes? Would you want the clothes?
Sure, she's gonna take the clothes.
As Serena sort of, Serena, what's your like physique looking like right now? Like, you describe to me how the clothes were ripped, because I don't think it's very fair of me.
Well, you said it went at her back, right?
Yeah, back. So the front of the shirt has like kind of slumped forward. You can probably pick that up and cover if you need.
I mean, I'm guessing it kind of went from like where the back of her neck, from where the clothes started, down to like the waist-ish kind of area, and it just kind of tore all the way through there. She's just kind of on the floor, kind of like hunched over a bit, because she's never experienced pain like this in her life.
Oh yeah, it was really bad.
So she's very rough. She's kind of crying. She looks like a wreck, for sure. And at the offered clothes, she just kind of like looks up. She's trying to like get her mind straight enough to do words, but those aren't happening. So she just kind of like nods and takes them and just like holds them close to her chest for a minute.
Quint sees this, just feeling real terrible that he wasn't able to help his friends, because, you know, it's like, the rage settles. His eyes were doing the a little bit of the 3D effect themselves, and it settles down. He's like, I'm sorry.
Is Quint like sitting in front of her?
Yeah, he's like on his knees. He puts his hand on Serena. He just sort of just wants to hug anything right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I don't think anyone's doing okay, because like Ayer nearly died. I nearly killed my own team. Like
Yeah, no.
like like I said, like Drosk is basically like in almost the same state as Quinn, with like just saying I'm sorry and just like
Sorry.
holding back tears.
Here, how are you doing? How are you doing?
Doing better. I'm
Okay.
doing better. It would be the first time a stray arrow caught me off guard.
He puts his hand on Ayer. Ayer, you get 5 health from lay on hands.
Alright, whatever. There it is.
And then Serena, he puts his hand on, grabs your hand and gives you the other 5 that he has left from lay on hands. Are you good?
Serena's
Serena?
no longer bleeding to death.
Yep.
And the arrow just kind of goes and falls out.
Right, we never took that out.
What's Quint's passive perception?
Quint's passive perception would be 12.
12? Okay.
Yeah.
How hunched over are you?
I'm trying to figure that out. Nifty knows what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm gonna say you can see it. I just rolled percentage dice. You can see it.
If Quint looks hard enough, he can see that Serena has like a moon mark, like right above where her womb would be. It's like a moon with an eye. It's been seen before.
Crescent moon facing left with an eyeball coming out of the crescent.
What is that?
Is that something he asked?
Yeah, he just says that out loud, just through the tears after he sees it. And everyone can kind of get a good look at him. He looks from the neck down. A lot of old scars. A lot of them have reopened up thanks to the whirling teeth machine that he just went through.
19 passive perception, right, Athena? Just double checking. Cool.
This, and bits of metal that have been welded into parts of his body. In fact, the gauntlet that usually holds the hammer, there's actually a bit of welding there as well. So he cannot take that off. He's and there's a lot of like stitched together parts.
All right, and he asked her.
Yeah, what's that? As he looks like a fucking train wreck.
So she gets the strength to stand. She's kind of calming down. She manages to I assume it's like a shirt and pants from Drosk. She kind of pulls the shirt over her, so she's no longer tits out. But then
For her under.
The clothes are extremely baggy because they're Drosk size.
They're big on her. She's
You look
tiny.
like you got your boyfriend's sweater and put it on.
Worm. But she kind of puts her hand over where the mark was, and she goes, "That? Oh, I got it from Mother Irma."
Do the other two overhear this, or is this just Quint?
Passive perceptions for the both of you?
9.
That's a 12 for me.
Are you guys whispering?
Not particularly.
No.
Okay. 12. Yeah, you Drosk overhears it. Ayer is more preoccupied with the arrow being taken out of her.
Wait, Irma?
As you hear that, you hear specifically only what's the fucking name? Serena. Hears a big splat from behind all of you. And she's sort of behind everyone else. I imagine everyone's sort of circled around Serena looking down. She's looking up. Serena, above you see a big black shape sort of drip, like a big water drop, and just onto the ground. And it begins to light up.
Behind them?
Behind them. This thing looks to be about maybe 15 to 20 feet. About 30 to 35 feet. It's big. And it begins to swirl, this big black mass. And it begins to come up, and these two big, sort of long stalks begins to unfurl, and it is a giant version of one of these very small things that you saw. It begins to loom over silently. Only Serena sees this.
Oh.
Serena voice. Fuck that, turn around.
So she tells us to turn around?
Yes, she says.
Do we see anything? Do we see it?
You see it.
Oh god.
This thing is big as the cavern. This massive creature, covered in different patterns, stripes, horizontal stripes, wiggles, squiggles, zigzags. Just a plethora of shapes, all glowing and changing in comparison. Some strobes, some pulse. Its head, sort of eye stalks looming over you. It has 4. These big long ones, which are segmented in the middle and sort of peeking around, each one observing you. Doesn't seem to have attacked yet. Just kind of taking you all in.
Should we retreat?
No. Shit.
Yeah, I don't want to be here with that.
Okay, then. All in favor of a tactical retreat?
I pick up Serena and just
As
run.
you say tactical retreat and you pick up Serena, you see it just sort of like, it looks like, you know how like a ghost can kind of like, or like how water funnels into a tub?
Yeah.
Like when you're emptying it. You kind of see it do that, where it just kind of goes into the ground, and then it just rumbles and explodes where you were running. And now it's over you in its entirety, and it begins to sort of edge in until you're absorbed into this black orb. It's completely dark, and then it begins to spark and glow and light up. And then the 4 eye stalks pop in. The teeth haven't jutted out, hasn't begun to squeeze. It's quite spacious. And the 4 eye stalks kind of link in from where you assume the head would be. And it sort of stares at all 3 of you, or 4 of you.
So it's just staring at us?
Yep. The teeth are currently flat and back, so it's kind of like a porcelain tile. It's a big circular room, a spherical room, sorry. It doesn't seem to be engaging. It's lighting up with pinks and soft colors. And it sort of comes in, and you hear in the back of your mind, what do you hear? You see images of various tunnels, and it becomes confusing and conflicted as it sort of these images begin to peer into your mind. You see hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of these creatures, these slug gorilla things.
The Graborax.
Yeah, the Gragorax.
Gragorax. Can we make an insight or can I make it a check again to figure? Because I kind of
insight would be the one. Yeah, go for it.
Would I be reacting very positively to something being in
I got a
my
19.
head, considering?
This isn't a hallucination. It isn't hallucinogenic in any nature. It appears to be trying to communicate.
Okay, so it's trying to communicate, but it's trying to.
Well, this is what Ayer has asked me. What was your insight roll?
It was a 19.
19. Based on what you can glean, it takes a little bit of time, but you're sort of starting to realize that this creature wants to know why you're looking for its kids and why you've killed some of them.
Okay.
Can I see images of the psychedelic blood sort of dripping from corpses, which are sort of floating over the ceiling and raining down on a bunch of bugbears they look spun out of their minds, high off their fucking tits. And then again, it begins to go into that confusing set of tunnels. With that 19 that you got there, Ben, I'm just going to let you know that the confusing set of tunnels seems to be a question, implying that what the images that it's put in the head is asking you why something has happened.
Why something has happened?
Yeah, and it usually puts it in the context of after the original image. So the original image that it showed you was the psychedelic blood dripping down on top of the bugbears, and then the set of very confusing tunnels.
So psychedelic blood dripping from the bugbears and
dripping onto the bugbears from the corpses of these things.
So the bugbears killed were killing a bunch of Gragorax, and the system of tunnels
implies that it's a question. Can you someone roll me an insight? Only one person.
I will.
So it's asking. So basically, the Gragorax were never really harmful creatures in the first place.
If you want to go with that one, yeah. What was your insight, Athena?
My insight was 15.
So it takes you a little bit, but Serena, you sort of come to understand that it's asking if you're after its blood.
We're not.
And you also glean that its blood is a very powerful psychic agent.
We're not after its blood. We're not after the kill. We just want to move to the next area. Can we should we mentally project that, or
well, you thought about it and immediately it releases you, and then it begins to walk, sort of trudging with this long, wet, sort of sleek black body, glowing, and then it begins to sort of glow in a fashion that points in a direction, indicating for you to follow it. What do you do?
I tell everyone. Okay, I basically let everyone know.
Everyone can see this happening. This is happening in real time. It's not.
I mean, I know, but they don't know
right.
They don't know what I was thinking, and I'm like,
got it.
I think it wants us to follow, and it actually wants to help us move on to the next area.
Yeah.
I know you're all terrified right now, and you should be. But if this thing wanted us dead, it would have told us a lot earlier. I really think we should follow it.
Yeah, I don't think staying here is going to help, so
it's
I guess that's an option.
No, I was thinking, no, because it want to know why we were out for blood, and just, and just thinking that we didn't want to kill anything, we just wanted to find passage to the next area, and, well, now this is happening. So I really think our best move is to follow it.
Yeah.
I go with that.
Quint nods his head and then realizes that he was squeezing Serena way too tight and loosens the grip.
Serena is now asphyxiated.
So Serena and Athena, roll me a new character. So Serena's.
I broke the old one. I'm sorry.
I broke the baby.
I broke the baby.
Please don't break the baby.
To break the baby.
I'm guessing Serena just kind of nods and agrees with all of that, and she just says, "Yeah, I think we should follow it."
So you guys begin to follow this creature. It just sort of tunnels and it sort of slips. It's almost like liquid muscle. It's terrifying. As it sort of snakes through all these tunnels, thick ones, thin ones, very small ones. Some of you guys have to crouch down and hunker through while this thing just sort of effortlessly slithers through everything. Eventually you guys see its color disappear and it's back to the black sort of void, and you see a soft technicolor light hitting the ceiling of another cabin somewhere.
Okay.
You all come out and you're in another room. It's approximately about maybe 500 feet across in a circular motion. From the top, you can see probably about 5 or 6 of these giant slug creatures, these mothers, sort of hanging from stalactites. Their long sort of head spewing these. It's kind of like vomiting from this central hole in the top of its mouth. These worms, which sort of, they look like worms and they slither around and wriggle. But as they hit the ground, they sort of melt into this massive, same sort of viscous liquid that you'd all be aware of. The one that was coming out of the original, Wiggly Harry, and the other one that you fought. Dot. And it's a big pool. You're on a ledge above it. It fills the entire room. You're almost able to, if you took 2 steps and then dipped your foot in, you'd be able to touch it. You can't see through it. It's like metal. It's like acrylic paint almost. You know how like that paint that doesn't like mix together?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. It looks like that. Just a swirling mass of different colors.
Okay then. So this is this the path doorway? Is this the path?
As you sort of watch the original one that you followed climb up and take its place as the 5th in the center, again, another series of images flood your head of a bunch of bugbears falling into it, and then some humans. An elf, a dwarf, 2 humans, dragonborn, all jumped in. The dragonborn died. The dwarf and the elf died holding each other close. The human swam to the bottom and left. He was the only one that made it out.
Well, what about the bugbears?
All the bugbears died. Everything that went in except that one person died.
So so like what did the dragonborn did the things that died when they immediately touched it, did they just kind of like fall limp, or did they at least try to
sort of swam in before like seizing up and writhing for a second and then going?
And does it look like asphyxiation? Like, did it look like they drowned?
It's not asphyxiation, it's like a seizure.
So this is a test. So it's a test, or I don't like something. Is everyone else seeing this in their minds, or is it just me?
Yeah, everyone, all of you are seeing this in your minds. You also know the way to get here, so you don't have to do this now. But this is the place where you need to go.
Okay, because I still have the wand. I still have the wanderer ability. So I could totally remap this back.
Yeah.
All right. Here we this could, in turn, actually kill us. If we all saw those guys, it might help to find out who they were.
Yeah.
If we can find out who they were and possibly what links them all together and the deaths, we might be able to find out how to get through this one. That sounds like a
First,
good
I
idea.
think we need to rest anyway.
Yeah, we do.
Here, let's. Do you want to trek back, guys?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
So you all head back home. Well, not home, but to the place. Each of you.
The collective.
The collective. The little mining sort of town hooked up. Couple of you getting, specifically Quint and Serena, being eyed down by a couple bugbears, sort of staring at them, dripping and covered in, like, now caked red blood, scabbed over, Quint metal bits sticking out, little poncho loose, like half, not even like half a poncho, sort of loosely hanging around his neck.
Yeah.
You know, like thinking about it, you kind of remind me of a Lisa character.
I am the indie game character.
I don't know who you're talking about. So you managed to speak to a person, an elderly bugbear lady.
Well, before you take any bedding, and I would recommend that you rest at the hospital or the clinic. I would recommend that you find a bathhouse or a bathtub and scrub yourselves clean of
Yeah, that would be good.
liquid-
I don't think I've had
liquid
a
life.
bath for 2 years. Jeez.
Yes, the life energy. Yes, the life energy that they are caked with. It's like they are
Yes.
born again.
They are
No.
covered in the thing that makes us go, body's fuel and all that. Bathhouse is not too far away, and then the clinic is obviously located next door. Please help yourselves.
All right.
There is a gender segregation because I know humans are weird about that. So have fun.
Thank
Alright.
you.
Awfully nice of you.
Thank you. By the way, I will state this. I have taken my total number of arrows down to 19
Thank
because
you.
I didn't want to grab the final arrow that shot Ayer.
No. Yeah, you still have that arrow in your inventory. It's like snapped and broken.
Okay.
Turn it into a necklace or something. I don't know.
Yes. Turn some earring. Just turn some earrings.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, a single earring.
Just like this is the arrow that Drosk shot me with one time.
So what are you guys gonna do?
Quint's gonna take a bath.
Serena's
Alright.
also gonna take a bath and go to the clinic.
So
I think we're
There
all
are,
gonna.
Aeyer's going to take a bath.
there's like a big,
Oh,
thick stone wall in like different panels, and a bunch of metal cast iron sort of cauldron-looking things, filled with water over like a little fire at the bottom. That seems to be put out. It's like they're hot, steamy baths. The water inside is green, but like medicinal green almost. Bunch of bugbears are sitting in there soaking in it, seeming to enjoy themselves. Have a wet, cold towel on their foreheads. in
Like
some
snow
regard.
monkeys.
Kind of, yeah. They're just sort of sitting this in these hot green cauldrons. Lots of miners, lots of metal workers, and all that sort of thing. It doesn't seem to be a day or night cycle here either, given that there's no sun or moon or anything. There's a gender segregation. So Quint and what's his fuck, Drosk.
No,
you head
actually,
into the-
I was actually gonna say I never took a single hit. No, I retreated back and I never took a single hit. I'm actually clean.
Whoa, no, you're not.
So-
You're covered in dirt.
Well, I mean, I'm covered in dirt, but like I was just gonna take a bath.
You don't
I
have
actually
to
was
wash,
gonna
it's free.
say that I was gonna perform I was actually while they were all resting up, I was actually gonna go hit the streets and see if I can pull up any information on our little adventurer friend pals.
Quint
Sure,
gives you a few coins.
How many?
How many coins?
Like 10 to see if you can buy him a new poncho.
10 copper.
Yeah, 10.
Well,
coin.
the currency is coin. It's worth one of itself.
Yeah, 10 coin to see if you can find like a new poncho.
So the equivalent of a silver piece, but
all right.
10 coin.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll get to Ben's escapades after this bit. So Quint, you separate off into your own spot. Serena and Ayer, you head off into the women's section. A couple of the nurses sort of help you, especially Serena, into a medicinal tub, and you just sort of sit there and soak for a little bit. They go off, wash your clothes, have them dry over a little dry flame. And you just sort of sit there and think about life for a little bit.
Lovely.
Cool. Not that it matters. These bars will restore a total of all of your hit points. These do a total of 3 hit dice, but you don't have to use your hit dice. Just for future reference, in case you want to stay in this section of the tower longer. And they do that with 15 minutes of soaking. And it also removes exhaustion and any status conditions or disease. Which is good.
So it would heal like 3d8 in my case.
3d8 for you, 3d12 for Connar, and 3d8 for Ayer. And what's more, you don't lose them. So you can still take a short rest later on.
Yeah.
It also removes diseases.
Curious, would the wounds on Ayer's legs be there still?
Yes, those are scars at this point. And those are infinite. This isn't magic, it's purely medicinal.
No, I'm just asking for more the sake of knowing than the fact it's the same with the bath.
Your legs are your legs are going to be fucked forever. There's no fixing.
There's no fixing my back either.
Bitch, damn. There's no fixing my back either because I'm carrying. That is
because I'm carrying. All right.
Nice one, Athena. I caught that. All right, 2 hands, easy. So yeah. After that, Drosk, you're wandering around. Where do you want to go? Drosk has, what's this fuck? Quint has given you a job.
Yes. He told me to go get him a new poncho.
There's a couple, clothes places around.
Yeah, no, I remember there were some silk shops around.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Let's get him something really nice, quality, durable, something comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
What can withstand the sawing motion of teeth in fear?
Nothing like that, but you do manage to get a white and purple little sort of blanket. Cut a hole into as a poncho.
How does it feel? How does it feel to the touch?
It's a bit thick and fuzzy, but it's not like itchy.
Yeah,
kind of smooth, if anything.
This will work. How much is that going to cost?
Yeah.
10 coin?
Coin? What, metal?
Can I show him the coins? This?
Show him the coins. Well, you're gonna need 100 of those things to make anything useful.
Okay then. Let me see.
Yeah, we don't accept these. Well, we do for salesmen, but I don't want any salesmen coming after me. They don't come after anyone who don't carry these little bastards around.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, what about these 2 what about a single dagger?
take a knife.
What?
I'll take a knife. Hi.
All right. So a single dagger
Here
can
you go.
work.
He
Okay.
hands you the thick blanket. You put a little hole in it for Quint to be
All
warm
right.
as possible. You sort of wrap it up, put it in a knapsack. Now what are you doing?
All right. I'm gonna hit the. So I'm gonna go hit the road, and like start looking, hit the pavement. We're gonna investigate. I'm gonna ask around, see if I can find anything on those party adventurers, and perform
Roll
some
me an investigation check.
disadvantage. It's just a regular
Actually,
one. Yeah.
you know what? We'll roll that next time on Journey at the End. We're gonna wrap it up there for now. With everyone in the bathtub and us going around and getting a little bit of information. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. I've been Nifty. I was your DM today. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I was joined here with Athena, who was playing Serena today. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I was here with Zach or Luna, who was playing Ayer.
Yep.
And Drosk, which was Ben. He was playing the half-orc rogue Drosk. We've also got Connar, who played Quint today.
I did.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Fuck, I really hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.